Okay. Are we live? And we should yell at people. We are live.
We should yell at people.
Could you guys handle the other servers, please?
I'll yell and Stabinez because
Indeed.
Where should I yell? The art server? Did somebody get that already?
No, I've only got my server and Twitter. Oh, how? Why? Wrong button. Bad button. Why is F11 a full screen button? That's bad. Convenient if you use it, I guess. Boom. We're live. Okay. Hey, Ariel. Welcome. Good to have you here.
Hello.
Oh, man.
It is live.
It
But
is
are we?
live indeed. How's our volume and our levels and such as per the usual? If anyone's particularly bad, let us know. If anything's off kilter, let us know.
Yes.
Hey, Infinite Turtles.
There's that cheap emote.
Yeah. I love that chibi emote.
It's so good. It's Chebia.
Chebia.
Chebia. Chebia. Hey, look, everybody. It's Chebia sheep.
Hey, do you want to guess a reason as to why I bought a can of Monster today?
To drink it, I presume?
No. What made me buy a can of Monster?
Is it the goddamn possible rescheduling thing that was happening?
No. It's more to do with the fact that I'm a parody of myself. In that there's a new flavor and it's a pretty pink can.
Aw, that's awesome. That would be me too.
It's also coincidentally quite a nice flavor.
Also, just quick, a couple people say that I'm a little quiet. I don't know if that's on my end or.
Let me get you turned.
Oh, I see. Be
All right.
gentle, please.
You are now turned.
Ooh, so this is what it feels like. My full power is unlocked. Yeah. Let us know if I'm better now, or if I'm too out or whatever.
Hey, Cortland, listen to the dulcet tones of Eternal Garfield as I play Warframe.
What?
Man.
I hesitate to ask what that is.
Warframe?
Yeah, that.
Warframe is a
Okay.
game. But,
Oh, no, not that.
Eternal Garfield, that's me.
Oh, that's right. God. Jeez.
Got him!
I'm glad I missed that one. I only saw the, aftershocks.
Good luck with whatever else where is.
Yeah. Alright.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we may as well do the proper intro and everything. Hey everybody, welcome to the stream. Welcome to the third part of Analogue, a Hate Story. Today we've got myself, your wonderful host, Eternal Savvy, or otherwise known as Eternal Garfield recently, apparently. And we also have, in this chat today, we have Iris.
Hello, it's me. I'm Iris. I'm in some of these streams. I'm in Analogue episodes because I played it before, and I guess I'm just a sucker for pain and uncomfortable situations. The only other thing I do is I draw a webcomic over at neuropsych.webcomic.ws. I'm linking it in chat. It's a good time. Go check it out.
And we have Chibi.
Hello, I'm Chebia. Chebia. I hang out in many streams, and
All the strip clubs.
you know what? Fucking yeah, I'm a stripper. I'm essentially I'm a stripper. I hang out here. Don't know why. I am like on the pole as we speak. Just
I'm so
spinning
proud of
wildly.
you. I'm so proud of you for taking pride in your identity and profession, Chibi.
Of
Good for
course,
you.
I
Good for you.
I voiced Dorothy. Like,
You
I
took
was more than
inspiration.
comfortable with that.
We all saw this coming.
But yeah. And yeah, so welcome, third part of Analogue A Hate Story. So, well, first of all, I'm glad to be on a game which handles its subject matter well. I'll say that much. We've not had many streams as of late, due to a couple of reasons, but mainly my own, because after all, this is my channel, so why wouldn't that be my own reasons? But yeah, no, last time was a fucking joke, to be honest, with an octave higher. In case somebody who is here who isn't part of my server, we have dropped the octave higher playthrough because it's terrible.
I have heard as much. Yes.
Yeah, it was bad. But yeah, last time that we were playing Analogue A Hate Story, we similarly had some pretty squicky subject matter, but it wasn't. Yeah, it was actually like we've been reading through it in a way that's because it's actually like relevant to what's going on, because that's what the story's about. Last time that we were reading through, we basically discovered about a new family called the Smiths, who seem to be very petty and also have their own really fucked up shit going on, specifically with like one particular brother having a kid with a
courtesan,
with a courtesan, and then dumping the kid on his brother, which was just like, what the fuck. And we've since awoken Mute, who knows more about the Smiths and has been giving her own perspective on this society.
Around bitch perspective.
Yeah, bitch perspective.
Yeah, as you guessed, she is pretty. She's part of that society. Just put it that way. Like, she doesn't see a problem with it. And we also discovered that there was a secret lesbian love affair between the supposedly very old 26-year-old and the 16-year-old courtesan of the 26-year-old's husband. And that got a bit awkward, just to say the least.
Yeah,
and
Mute
just
is
to
being
quickly,
a bitch. Yeah, just to quickly put like an asterisk right here, just to get ahead of this. Like, yeah, last time got pretty awkward and uncomfortable, and I believe we're past the worst of it, but I could be wrong. So, please just, if you need to dip out, anybody in chat, please just be warned, because, again, this game does handle its subject matter very well, I think, but it is, like, very intentionally uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And it's important to, know your limits.
So
do whatever you gotta do.
So with that, I guess we'll jump into the one labeled Pretty Flower, which is undoubtedly some more poetry.
Oh, super quick, Savvy. I think that this Discord stream is frozen because you're still on the main menu for me.
Oh, I'm so glad. Hold on a moment.
You might need to just switch to screen sharing.
Oh, I'm so glad that Discord is so good at this.
Oh, we're already here, are we? Oh boy.
This is just cursed. It's just cursed.
Well, it's on the main menu in the Discord, COD. So I think you might just need to make it. We can't hear the sound, but it's okay. It's just not gonna work otherwise. So okay.
Can you see it now?
Yes. I believe I was voicing the courtesan.
I believe
I think this is her.
Yes.
I think this is Hannah.
Yeah.
So, I'm not super sure if I need to read this. It's about what you'd expect. But yeah.
No, I don't think we need to read every single line text in this. So let's just go through.
It's just awkward.
Mute.
Man,
Mute.
Fast for a verse. Really, it's not the translation, I assure you. It's not exactly any better in the original Korean. Can you believe that was actually written by someone who had studied poetry for years? Seriously?
Thanks for your input, bitch. God.
Oh, goodness. So, alright, so there are more unsent letters to read, it seems.
Oh, who was
Oh, so Jean.
Yeah, this was Savvy, I believe.
Yeah. It was only after I finally started to become comfortable with you, confident that you were really mine, that you really were mine, and that I didn't have to work to impress you, that things got complicated. My husband had left for the day, and you were still lingering, having spent the night with him. But it was for me that you had a new love poem, and I undressed you while you sang it. When you
Okay,
were
careful
done...
of this last paragraph, careful.
Cool.
Yep, yep, right.
Okay.
Yep, alright, yep, yeah. Good for them.
Nice,
Cool.
great,
You know?
cool.
Nice, excellent. So how are the kids?
What a scene to walk in so in trance was I at the moment. I never heard the footsteps outside. We had just started to kiss when the door suddenly opened. Oh, there was my husband in the doorway, his courtesan and wife naked together. Yep. In that time, I felt terror as never before in my life. That's what you want to hear. Terror! Sang Min is not a gentle man. Great. And while he'd hardly ever raised his hand to me, I was still overwhelmed with horror that he might hurt
Hardly
me.
ever. What a nice guy.
Hardly ever,
doing that.
guys.
Hardly ever.
My pet bird only sometimes plucks out people's eyes.
Again, just to point this out, I know that their relationship isn't okay.
Yeah.
But still, it's a bit understandable with the other shit happening.
Yeah,
in
no,
this
with the
stupid
society,
culture.
but...
It's all fucked. It's terrible.
Or even worse, that he would hurt you. I'd seduced you, but in that moment, I realized if he did try, there was nothing I could do to protect you. But just as we were stammering our "I'm sorry, sirs," he just laughed and laughed. Well, he said, ogling us with cold stare of his, I'm certainly paying you enough for two. Then he walked over and raised his hand, and I stared in terror, but all he did was pat you on the head as though you were a child. I don't know what she told you, but you don't have to pay attention to her. Any attention to her. Easier to just ignore her, really. All you could do was start to stammer, I wanted to. We were both so afraid, but he just laughed and shrugged. Whatever, he said as he passed through the other door. Neither of us knew what to do, other than climb off each other and scramble to cover ourselves back up. While we both clumsily tried to dress ourselves, Sangmin walked back through the room once more carrying a satchel. He'd forgotten it for work, I suppose. Don't have to stop on my account. If you ask permission, you can do whatever the hell you want, he said. Then he laughed again. Don't know what you think you're even going to do. Though, aren't you two missing something? Good. I wish he had struck me instead. It would have hurt me far less than what he said, or what you had to watch me do. What? Is she about to fucking kill him?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's a little ominous, yeah.
That is a little ominous.
Just imagine that scene. Her and that girl pleading with her husband. Being mocked like that. What do you make of that?
I can't remember if we were... I think we were just going with saying our actual thoughts with mute. if I'm
Yeah,
not mistaken.
Yeah,
we
We were contradicting her, I think. Kind of what we were doing.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think pitiful is meant to be us disagreeing with her. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Because it's saying like, oh, this family is just a bunch of putzes or whatever. Wow, what am I, fucking
Props.
a 90s 20 American gangster?
Yeah, you got a bunch of
see?
fucking putzes
What a-
in
what a
here.
putz.
Yeah.
Look at this putz.
What a bunch of homophobes.
I know, right?
Wait,
I mean, really, what an awful, pitiful scene. It's not... I'm not saying he didn't have the right to say those things. Of course he didn't. That's his
prerogative.
prerogative. And sure, she was a bad wife.
Oh, yep.
But still, even if he had the right, that is a shitty way to treat her. He should have been better than that man. What?
He should have been a better man.
He should have been a better man than that. Excuse me.
Wow, mute criticizing a man?
Yeah, rare.
Just really, what a pathetic scene. Just absolutely pathetic. He should have been ashamed, not laughing. No sense of shame. I'm glad you think so too.
I wasn't trying to agree with you.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Anyway, I'll let you get back to reading.
she's mad for the wrong reason, but yeah, she still doesn't like what he said. You know,
Yeah.
she still isn't, you know, looking at the situation well, but yeah.
All right. Hana.
Okay. It's so unfair. Why couldn't you have been born a man instead? Sure, you'd lose your beauty and the gentleness I love about you, but at least you'd be able to do something. And Sang Min would be jealous instead of thinking of you as completely unthreatening. I just know you want to be able to stand up for me, and it's killing me to see that you're powerless too. Right now, he's happy to keep me around. You know, it gets him off to have something to hold over my head. I had no idea you were so lustful that you'd even settle for a woman, he says. What's that like? The worst part? I know that the only way to keep seeing you is to play along. Oh, well, you know, for a girl my age, I respond, and press my hands against my face to look like I'm embarrassed. It's just playing. It's not the same without, you know. I trail off because he thinks it's so cute when I'm too ashamed to say the word cock. Or cuck, in this case. Poor girl, he says as he roughly gropes me, and I force out all those soft moans and gasps to make him think that he's really making me happy. And I say, awful things, love. I say such awful things about you, it kills me, it just kills me. And then I beg, just to see more of you. I don't know what leaves a worse taste in my mouth, him or those words. What else can I do? I'm sorry, Sojin. I know the last time I talked with you, all I did was cry. Thanks for not asking. It's just so hard to hold it all in while smiling cutely for your husband. We have the worst fate ever, don't we?
Yeah, quite decidedly.
Yeah.
Eh.
Well, yeah. I guess you probably also find that sort of thing cute, right? It's okay, I guess. That's why a smart man stays the hell away from those girls. Deception is just what they do.
She really likes throwing that word around.
Well, that's women in general, I guess, now that I think of it. Still, I bet if he'd read what she'd written there, he'd never have wanted to sleep with her. Anyway, I'll let you get back to reading.
Sorry, I'm just laughing over the idea of, because it always ends with, sorry, I'll let you get back to reading. So it's like the equivalent of you're just sitting there reading a book, right? And then every now and then, this person just like opens your bedroom door and just goes, by the way, I'm a homophobic sexist pig. Just thought I'd remind you. I'm sorry. I'll let you get back to reading. And then just backs out of the room. But just walks in. By the way, fuck the gays. All right, bye. God.
That's a terrible thing to take out of context.
You know, I've had friends like that.
Listen, I say those
no longer.
When I say stuff like that, it's because I know the context that I say it within. If anybody ever honestly tried to hold it over my head, it would be like, well, you literally ain't got shit on me, so whatever.
Yeah, no, obviously. Okay, this might be the last letter.
Alright. The last time we spoke, I poured wine for you, rather than the usual tea. It seemed as though you needed it. I held you tight while you drank, petting your hair and wiping every tear to drop from those deep, sad eyes. Sorry. He's gonna get bored eventually, you had said. And though I tried to comfort you, we both knew it to be true. I could try pressuring him to buy you, I had offered. It was our only option, really. If you didn't, you'd simply return to the service of the government, to be rented out to who knows who, and we would never meet again. Thanks, you said. Do you think he'll listen? You asked. I wished nothing more than to be able to lie to you, to say that of course I did, that it would be alright. No, I said, I couldn't. We sat for a long time in silence. Finally I said, "Even that would be worse than you deserve. He owns me, and see how I'm treated. I wish you could have far better." "Sorry," you said. Please don't be. All of this is my fault. If I had just been a good wife and left well alone, all this heartbreak could have been avoided," I said, trying to calm you. But you only cried more. When you had no more tears left, you spoke again. "What about the other courtesan he bought? The real mother of Min-hee? What if you had blackmailed him?" "If only. I would do it gladly for you. The real family knows already." I shot off my mouth in front of Mute once without thinking, and soon enough, it was my own fault too. "Oh," you said. "What if I gave him a son," you suggested, even though I knew how appalling the thought was to you. And I couldn't help but laugh when I thought of why it would never work. "Oh, Hana, I said. "Do you think the reason I've never gotten pregnant was for the lack of trying?" I stroked your cheek. In the months you've been with him, has your period ever been disrupted even once?" "No," you said, as you realized what I was saying. "It would never work." As tears fell from your eyes once more, you started to laugh too. "I figured it was just, all chance." I shook my head. "No child in the first year of marriage. That is chance," I said, laughing sadly. "Whether he is too proud or too stupid to realize, I know not. But one child in 11 years of marriage? That is not chance. That is an impotent man raising someone else's daughter." You looked at me, realizing the plan was doomed. "There aren't any real men in this house, are there?" You said finally. We laughed and laughed, your future so sadly uncertain. "Lay it on me, Mute."
Well, there you have it.
Well, there it is.
That's it for the scandalous and sordid story of the noble wife Sojin and her husband's girl. I keep going back and forth on how I feel about the whole thing. On the one hand, I feel pretty bad for Sojin. It should have never had to sink to that for her. On the other hand, well, it's not like she didn't still make her decisions for herself. It'd be wrong to just cover it up, right? I respect her, but at the end of the day, she still did do unspeakable things with a girl.
Should we just replace that word with Ballast's girl?
Girl.
Sure, why not? I'm just kinda conflicted. Especially now that she's long gone. Well, anyway, so what did you think of all of that?
Why is that an option?
I don't know! It's terrible!
Yeah, it was awful. Pretty definite. Not in that way!
Well, but you gotta keep in mind, she's not gonna give you the option to be like, well, in the broader cultural, context, it's really,
she's the one providing the options, isn't she?
Yeah, she's not gonna give you the option. It's basically either fetishize it or be ashamed of it, because that's all that she
could possibly
know how to do.
think as an answer. Those are the only two things that she could possibly fathom someone answering with. I hadn't fucking considered that. Yeah, that is her answers.
No matter how you look at it, that's true for sure. Watching a good woman fall like that, well, you get the idea, I'm sure. Anyway, that's all I want you to keep in mind. Stories like that, even the messed up ones. There's a reason why the last one dates to the year 322. It's not that their affair came to a conclusion. It's that they just both died. So yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
we also found out
Hyun A. Yeah.
Is apparently a mass murderer. Even if it is one hell of a story, it's one that ended completely abruptly. Just remember that, alright?
Yeah, cause the point of why we're here is mainly to figure out what happened to everybody on the ship.
Yeah, true.
But and she gave us a hint to that. But yeah.
I'm sympathetic to her and all. I really am, but look, I still had to tell my mistress all about it. I couldn't just hide that. And frankly, I don't think she should have been gossiping about it. Not at least of our old girl.
Girl. Oh
Doing
God.
unspeakable things to her. Well, that's messed up. But it only affects herself. But telling that girl about her husband's failings? That's just reckless. That could harm the whole family. Well, not that the family needed any help cementing its ruin at that point. But it's the principle of the thing. It's still wrong. Anyway, I'll let you get back to reading.
I'm never gonna see that the same way again.
I guess we know the name of this episode.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll let you get back to reading. God, that's got the same energy as racist bassist from Game Grumps.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Oh no, I haven't seen that. Oh jeez.
Oh, it's so good. It's
so bad.
It's so bad. It's a combo of racist bassist and bummer drummer.
Yeah.
To give you an idea.
My wife
I'll look that up
this morning.
Or like, so I came home from work and I ran over my dog.
Alright, is there any more from...
Not from
No.
her.
Could we
Okay.
talk to her?
Looks like-
No.
I think we can look through the actual lists of documents and see what we haven't looked at yet. There might be something we need to show Hyun-A. I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we have a bunch of things now. Maybe we should go back to Hyun-A and just be like, hey.
Hey, look at this! Look at this weird shit.
Oh, hold on. Oh no, that's the unsent letters. We don't want that. We want.
Once was enough.
Yeah, once was enough.
We could show her. Yeah, you know what? I think we could show Mute these earlier Smith ones before we actually had Mute out.
Yeah.
So she'll probably show us more based on that.
That isn't what Smith Sang-jung was like at all. His death was a tragedy, and for a lesser man to make light of it. It's appalling is what it is. Can you believe this nerve? Fine. Sang-jung never married, and he liked to drink maybe a little more than what was good for him. But he was a great man. Clever, charming, filial, and respectful. Look, he wasn't perfect. He was as damn close as you could get, though. Do you want to know what he was really like? Don't listen to a single word from the likes of Kyung Sam. Here's more of a fitting depiction. I've added some locks that actually do him justice. You should really read them.
Thank you so much, Mute. Anyway, I'll let you get back to reading.
Anyway, I'll let you get back to reading.
Thanks, Mute. As she shuts the door.
She was an awfully good friend of mine. We chatted a lot. Look, I mean, don't get me wrong. She did a lot of things that were really wrong and really gross. I don't condone that, and I definitely don't understand it. Not that it could be cheating or anything. It's not like you can have love with just still gross. But please look past that. Like, yes, she was a bad wife, but you have to understand, it wasn't her fault. It's like what I reported to my mistress, Ryu Jae-hwa. None of the problems in her marriage were her own fault. She was just the wife of a lousy man, plain and simple. Mostly, she tried to do the best she could. She was a really great woman, so please don't look down on her, okay? Anyway, I'll let you get back to reading.
That's another side of this, which is also like, just. This is obviously something which I think a lot of people are clued in on, but the whole idea of it's not. It's obviously the most harmful to women, but a patriarchy like that is also so harmful to the men involved as well, because that's the perfect example of why, of just like, it's not just women aren't good for anything. It's women aren't good for anything, so everything is ladled onto the men, and that's reflected in male suicides even today. If I'm not mistaken, I think young men's suicide is just higher than it should be, is what I'm saying. And it's often because of being given this whole thing of you have all the responsibility and you're not allowed to show any emotion for it. Obviously,
yeah,
it's bullshit. I hate it.
It's completely
all
bullshit.
Unholy.
It harms literally everyone involved.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, pretty much any kind of oppressive society is only good for the people at the very top that are doing the oppressing, because even though it is a patriarchy, and yeah, the men are definitely at fault for a lot of things, it's like, that's just how it is. They just don't question the world around them. It's just a really toxic state of being, and it's harmful to the women, it's harmful to them, and it's just terrible.
Yeah.
I completely agree with you.
Yeah.
She's got a lot to say.
Oh, yes. Him. Would you like to hear how I feel about Smith Kyung-sam?
Look at the shadow over her eye. She's like holding a rifle as she says that.
Yes, tell us more. Give us all the gossip.
Oh.
Then let me be as clear as I possibly can. Fuck that guy! I know, I shouldn't say that about a man, not least of all a dead one, but I don't care. He didn't have any respect for the dead either, so as far as I'm concerned, he doesn't deserve any from me. There's nothing more, there's nothing more even related to him that you need to see. All he ever did was complain about the main branch and trash the good name of a good man. That's all you need to know. Anyway, here's some more lesbian porn.
God. Okay.
Nothing.
So all she's got to say on that. Oops, I should have hit the other button. What's that? Lots of official shit. You got anything to say about official shit? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, these are the Kims, so I'm not sure what she'll say, but we can check.
Oh, hey, wait. That reminds me of something else. Well, you know Hana, right? The girl who got herself seduced by Sojin. There's not really a lot of writing from her, but I've got a long entry from King Young Suk about her. You probably want to see it. Right, well, I'll let you get back to it then.
God damn it.
But I figured that's probably something you're pretty interested in.
And this is the equivalent of opens door. Hey, check it out. I just found this book. It's called Mein Kampf. I think you should read it. All right. I'm just gonna bounce now. You keep enjoying reading.
I'm so glad we found a way to make mute funny because, oh god.
Pops into a room. By the way, by the fucking way, do you want this far-right propaganda? I'll be going now.
And then a minute later, like, the book drops down, but from an air vent in your room.
Yeah.
Like, mute.
God.
Echoes. Yeah!
The,
I'll let you get back to reading.
Also, interesting thing that I just thought of before we get into any more comments from this wonderful person. The word whore. I realize now. I'm relatively like. Now, I don't say the C word on stream because I want it to be relatively, like, I know that not everybody's cool with it, but I am, right? I'm not bothered by many swear words, and I'm not bothered by many, like, other words of a similar sort. And yet, I thought I was just like, whatever. But that word is just like, man, it bothers me seeing it used, you know?
Yeah.
So
Well, it's just
much too.
It's so derogatory to, like, any, you know, sex worker or any individual like that. It's terrible.
Yeah. Ugh.
Well, this is what I told him at the time. I could have maybe, you know, done without the description of her breasts.
Yeah, because this is where he's talking to Mute about her, yeah.
But that kind of story was definitely pretty common for him. The part where he cleaned up after his family's mess, I mean, not the details about immoral-looking common women. And, well, the drinking too. But look, that part he had a good cause for. Sure, it was his ruin, but you can't blame him for that. I mean, the stuff he had to put up with. If you'd had it like that, I'm sure you'd do the same. It wasn't all that bad, really. We'd spent a lot of evenings drinking together, talking long into the night. Well, he would, anyway. Obviously not really much on so much drinking on my part. But he was the kind of man who'd still pour a glass for you all the same. So that whole sarcastic thing about him being a proper gentleman? It's not sarcastic, he really was.
I don't know, it sounds like the equivalent of pouring a glass of wine for your body pillow.
Well, he was being sarcastic, but still.
Also, I understand that that is not accurate because this is an AI. I was just making a goof.
Yeah, it's fine. I figured.
He totally, absolutely was the best damn gentleman around. Yeah, whatever.
Also,
I'd
is this one that
also-
we hadn't
oh.
read?
No, we had read it. It was it was him talking, like,
Yeah.
sending a letter to Mute about shit
Oh,
with
yeah.
his brother and
Yeah,
stuff.
I specifically remember the line, she's
Yeah.
got the biggest tits I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna
But no,
quickly-
I was just
Yeah, go ahead.
sorry. I was just gonna say, like, to defend Mute just a little bit here. Obviously, I know she's super toxic, but I think that unlike, you know, perhaps certain other toxic characters you guys have dealt with lately, she does have, like, some subtlety to her with her character, because I just noticed with how she was talking about how, like and how she's kind of talking about how these bad things happened to both a woman and a man, and that they're kind of the result of their own decisions, but she's like, but you have to understand the situation, right? Like, you have to understand what they were dealing with. Like, it's interesting because it's like, in some ways, as toxic as she is, she kind of almost does see it. Like, she almost kind of does see how the bullshit everybody's having to deal with.
Yeah.
Like, she sees it, she's just not questioning it, and
Yeah,
presumably
it's-
because she's programmed not to. But, like, it's interesting because, like, it's not just her saying, like, the absolute worst thing every time. She still has thoughts and opinions on this society, but she just, you know, obviously is really toxic. But you get what I'm
No,
saying.
absolutely.
I think that's why I find her a little more tolerable than most characters.
Oh,
would be.
absolutely. And the other thing here as well, and I do actually want to take a second to focus on this because you've made an extremely good point here. And I feel like this is going to be something that I have to very carefully word because I feel like that this is something that even in context could be misunderstood. We so often...
Oh, I'm familiar, yeah.
We so often are so ready to just dismiss anyone with radical views as just being crazy people, as just being, you know, like scumbags and assholes. And you know what? They are, a lot of the time, they are scumbags and assholes. But the thing that we don't consider is that they are still people, and they are still living human beings with reasons for why they've arrived at these these opinions and these radical views. And you know, maybe it is just that they were brought up in such a way. in the same way that Mute is. Mute, you could treat programming as an upbringing, because that's what it is if you really consider it.
Yeah. She has the ability to learn, she just hasn't, because this is the only thing she's ever known.
No, exactly.
Yeah, exactly.
I was about to make that comparison. I was about to say, the instances in media where an AI breaks out of its programming and starts to go rogue or whatever, that can be considered an equivalent to somebody who has been brought up in a toxic or oppressive atmosphere where they are told to fear a certain group of people or told to hate a certain group of people, arriving at a point in their life where they realize this is wrong, and then they break out of their programming. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
And the thing we have to understand is that, like, these people, it's so often not something they can really help. And
yeah. Sorry.
Yeah. No, and I guess just the final thing I wanted to say is that there is some people where you do just have to dismiss them. But it is so important to pay attention to the points in your life where you meet somebody who is actually capable of realizing where they're going wrong. And, you know, Mute, for example, Mute's heavily programmed, and which is the same as being heavily influenced by the culture that you're brought up in. But, like, given the right circumstances, given the right situation, she does come off as the kind of person who might actually start to see what's going on. You know?
Yeah, I think that, like, the true message of this game, like, definitely there's a lot of, like, you know, the evils that men oppress women with in the past and somewhat the present and all that. Obviously, that's a big part of it, and that's good, that's important. But I think the real core of it is just, like, the poison that a toxic set of beliefs and customs can be. Because how it's so difficult for anybody that's in this society, you know, to ever, like, think about how difficult it can be to really become better if this shit is all you know, because, like, everything that you base your reasoning on is based on a set of assumptions that is so ingrained into you that you don't really look at that and go, like, well, is this right? You just think, no, well, I mean, obviously these are my values that I have. Everything else is based off of that. Like, literally, what you're basically saying is, like, these people don't even have the cultural vocabulary to understand how wrong it all is. And that is the real evil here, is just that level of just willful and unwillful, in some cases, just ignorance. Just
Iris, I just want to praise you
incapability.
I just want to praise you on the specific use of a phrase which I didn't even consider, the idea of not having the cultural vocabulary to be able to understand what's wrong. That's fantastic. I really like that.
Well, thank you, because where it comes from, if I can go on just a little bit of a personal anecdote, what it kind of equates to is the fact that, like, I didn't figure out that I was a trans woman until just a couple years ago. And before that, I was just always so unhappy and felt so shitty. But not only did I feel bad, I didn't even realize how bad I was feeling. Because, like, we don't educate kids about, you know, being transgender or human sexuality, or we don't do it well here, at least in most places and where I live. So it's just like, I was so miserable and, like, borderline, like, homicidal for a lot of the time I was growing up, and I didn't even know. It's just how it was. Like, I just thought that was how you felt, is just, like, numb and shitty and unfocused all the time, you know? And, like, it doesn't equate exactly to what I'm saying here, but, like, it's why that, like, you know, things like education and things like broadening your cultural perspectives are so important, because otherwise you get yourself into this mode where, like, you know, that Mute's in, where she's like, yeah, patriarchy, yep, cool. Homophobia, yep, great, you know? You might think, how could someone ever think that? Uh-oh. Hello? Savvy?
Savvy said, I think my mic is dead.
Oh. But can you still hear me? Uh-oh. Hey, Chibi, how you doing? After that conversation. Okay, you can hear, alright. Oh, well that's unfortunate. Cool, we'll just keep chat company while you try to sort that out.
Wow, your microphone is just straight up not picking you up.
Well, anyway, hey chat. Yeah, so that was... I'm done with that conversation now, but hello. Before we move on, we need to sort this problem out, I suppose.
Yup. How are you doing, chat?
How you doing, friends? For this brief intermission.
Hello?
Hello. We still don't hear you, I don't think.
Nope.
Analogue is cursed. We have cool conversations, but a lot of tech issues. This is great, this is great. Oh, hello, there you are.
Hello.
Okay.
Okay.
We can hear Savvy, chat. Can you guys hear him?
Can you hear Savvy? You
Hello, Miss
can't
Danger.
hear
We're in a
Savvy.
clusterfuck at the moment.
Ah, dang. No Sav available,
No
apparently.
Sav. Thank you for your patience, everybody. This is a great game, and we're having some great life discussions, but oh boy. We pay for it in blood. Oh, I heard him for a second. Hello? Hello. We can hear you, I think. What? What is happening? Is this your mic or is this the stream, I wonder?
Thank you, Chesk, for the bits.
Thanks, hon.
Okay, so, Savvy says apparently the cable for his microphone is dead or dying.
Yeah, so we're getting him now and then, but yeah, you guys cannot hear him. Unfortunate. It's alright. Hopefully you can sort it out for you guys.
Yeah. Oh boy, this stream is cursed.
Anyway, though, how you holding up, Chibi? How you doing?
I'm doing alright. Just...
Me and Savvy have talked a lot. What are your Oh, hello? Ah! He's screaming, everybody. He's What?
Okay, OBS.
Restart OBS?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, it's picking me up!
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Alright, let's see what chat says.
Hello.
Chat,
Hello.
can you
Can
hear
you hear
the
me?
boy?
He's
back.
Oh, they got ya. Alright, awesome.
Hey guys.
Anyway,
Hey guys.
that sucked.
Hey guys. Why is this stream cast?
It's so cursed, God.
This literally, like, we had when it's been me streaming, because like we've had problems when it's been other people because obviously like they're not used to the settings or whatever. But when I'm streaming, this is the only game where shit's gone wrong.
It's so weird, dude.
Holy
But anyway,
fuck. I was.
Well, you get.
Oh,
No, go on.
Sorry, I was just trying to say, like, I don't even fucking remember what point I was gonna make. But whatever, we've been on this fucking same screen for God knows how long. We're gonna fucking...
Yeah, I mean, I finished my point, and I would just ask, like, Chibi for any input that she might have, and then you came back.
No, I think you put it very well, actually.
Cool.
I'm not
Thanks.
sure what I would add to that. Other than, I don't know. You couldn't...
Also, Chesk, very much thanks for the bits.
Yeah.
You couldn't... When it comes to people like that, you could always try if you wish, you could try and show them a way of thinking about it. But don't expect people to
miracles.
change.
Yeah.
Because they'll do that on their own accord when they want to.
Yeah.
Which is annoying, but that's just how it is. Sadly.
Yep, you can give people chances, but if they prove to you that they are the way they are and that's just it for them, then no shame in not being around them anymore. I have learned that lesson.
Same.
Savvy. Oh, there you go. There
Yeah,
you go.
just realized I wasn't showing the window. Let's carry on.
Gotcha. All right, here we go.
High Magistrate Smith Sang-min, huh? Well, as High Magistrate, he was one of the highest-ranking officials until just before the end. I want to know about the end so badly.
Yep.
I don't want to paint a misleading portrait. As I understand, he was a very just man, and performed his function quite well. It was politics that caught up to him in the end. It's like I reported to my mistress Ryu Jae-hwa. He might have been a good magistrate, but his family conduct was less than the pinnacle of virtue.
Hey, not to. I don't know why, but whenever I hear Ryu Jae-hwa, I just hear Carly Rae Jepsen.
No. How many wives a man takes is no business but his own, and he never did anything illegal, but knocking up courtesans owned by the courts. Man, that's just bad politics.
That's old politics, is what it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's the bear in Undertale who's like, that's politics.
Yeah. And, well, you saw what kind of neglect did. What that kind of neglect did. It forced his wife to seek comfort wherever she could find it. So that's why he lost his position. Years of embarrassment in the family finally culminating in him turning into a real liability for the emperor. But it wasn't always like that.
Everything changed when the Fire Nation attacked.
When Hyung A attacked. Here, let me paint you an even portrait of him for you. I've added assortments of logs about him. I hope this gives a good idea of what I mean.
Yeah, the thing is, I'm pretty sure that Mute doesn't even super know why we're here. She's mainly concerned with passing on the memories of these people more so than she is, like, telling us what the fuck happened to them.
Smith sang me up into this and just trying to... Oh, the fight that happened.
Gotcha.
The physical fight.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like Sang-min is just being harsh on his little brother, but I assure you, his characterization of him isn't wrong.
Welcome, Egophobia.
I honestly kinda tended to avoid him. I was friends with his older brother's wife, and his younger brother was an absolute gentleman, but he was not a nice man. He was the sort of person that the court exams were supposed to keep out in theory. Didn't work, of course. He studied just as well as brothers, or so Sang-jung told me. Here, you want to see the usual sort of behavior that you get from Smith Sang-kyu? Well, you've read a log by the Kim son about getting roughed up. Well, that's him, alright.
Alright. We're getting a whole lot of shit about these guys.
Jesus, so much.
Are we skimming these?
I know that's
Okay.
not your kid. I know that's courtesan.
Yeah, I know that's not your kid.
Yeah.
Log, yeah.
Man, reading that, I just can't believe that's her. She used to be so timid. Thinking of me as having a shocking, crass manner, or being afraid of her brother-in-law at the door. Well, it's all what I expected from her at the time. She just changed a whole lot as she got older. Well, Honestly, maybe not as much as I thought. She might have gotten bolder behind her husband's back, but in front of him? That never really changed much. Well, what do you think? Should she have listened to Song Jung about being less deferential to her husband? I could read that word.
I mean,
The context is complicated.
the context is complicated because, like, obviously nowadays it's like, yes, absolutely. But in that situation, like, that's liable as a way to get yourself killed, and that's why it worked so well. That's why that approach worked so well.
And plus, not to mention that it's like, be less deferential to your husband and let me push you around. Like,
Well, I guess yes.
Well, of course, Sang Jung wasn't wrong, you know. Sure, she's his wife, but absolutely no part of her responsibilities involve getting walked all over. Frankly, it would have been better for her if she had stood up to him a bit. If her husband wasn't being satisfied at home, well, I mean, I feel bad for her, but he was totally right. It's her fault. Either way, well, she did change in some ways. In some ways, not for the better, as you've seen with her relationship with that girl.
oh god,
That's
so
why it
cursed.
amazes me so much. Rereading something that old and knowing that what she would later sink to. Oh well.
I'll let you get back to reading.
Oh,
Drank himself to
here,
death.
here we go. I think this is the pages where Mute were upset. See, he wasn't always that bad. He was an embarrassment and far from a pinnacle of virtue. I didn't think that high of him, but at the end of the day, it was about politics, not about his character.
And yes, Ego, we are going to get into the real shit at some point soon here.
Oh shit, there's so much yes to say.
Oh, this is Sojin not feeling sad about drunk man dying.
Of course I was on the verge of tears. He meant a lot to me. I mean, you know, I'm just a computer. He wasn't a family or anything. And it's not like I have the body for that kind of relationship.
I was gonna call that out, but I thought it would be a bit like, haha, you have a crush. But it's like, no, it was just legit. She had feelings for him.
But still, he was the closest thing I had to a husband. We had a really close relationship. I really did love him.
See, it's like, it's stuff like this where it's just like, that's still quite sweet, even if it is, you know, I don't know. It's so, it's so difficult.
It's like the
very-
relationship, it's like the relationship of Sojin and Hana. Like, it's not right, but it's like sweet given the context.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I definitely can't forgive her for not sincerely mourning his death, or not taking it seriously. He was a great man. I'm just disappointed in her. It really is an awful confession. He really did deserve much better. So much better. New.
Yeah, but we want to get through the
still
various
showing her
things that
stuff,
she has to say. Yeah.
Oh, if we show her stuff about the Pale Bride, maybe that will prompt something. Let's see. This is
This
where
is
they're
the egg.
describing the egg. Yeah.
Pale Bride.
Paper. Blah blah blah. So, like you've talked to her for a fair bit, right? What do you think of Hyunei?
I love that this is the two options she gives us.
She's insane, or I don't hate her.
Well, I don't hate her.
Seriously? You can stand her? Did she tell you about the whole mass murder thing, or did she conveniently leave that out?
Well, she did conveniently leave that out, didn't she? So, yeah, she didn't tell me.
No, of course not. I'm sure even that awful bitch is ashamed of what she did. Or maybe she just wanted to impress you. I don't think most men are turned on by that kind of lunacy, so I can see why she'd hide that. It's probably better if you don't hear it from me, though. I don't think you'd even believe it. Better ask her yourself. Okay, so what I'm going to do is give you an entire block that's full of nothing but questions for her.
Oh! She's just writing shit tons of questions for us.
It might be a little hard to get the whole story out of her, but if you fake sympathy, she'll probably actually believe you. What do you mean fake sympathy,
Yeah,
you
Jesus.
bitch? So there you are, a few questions to give to her. Drag the truth out of her, then tell me how crazy you think she is.
That might be it. Yeah, she doesn't. That's the main thing she wants to do is like indirectly talk to her, I guess.
I guess the two AIs can't be on at the same time.
Yeah.
We can't turn them on at the same time, and also we can't.
Don't forget block 10, I guess.
Oh
Or is
yeah.
that just...
Yeah. Good
Well,
point.
and also Chibi, we can't ask questions, right?
Oh, okay.
So we have to do it through showing her things.
Oh, she has... Or is it...
You will be unloved. Okay.
Oh, wow. Queen Rei Hua's admonitions to the new bride. That really brings back memories.
Queen Carly Rae Jepsen.
Okay, so... Do you want to know more about the admonitions to the new bride? Or Queen Carly Rae Jepsen? It's easier to say herself.
So do we want to know more about her admonitions of the new bride or the queen herself?
Well, to be clear, what the admonitions are, if I remember, is like it's the queen of the ship giving like these letters to the pale bride who is going to be the new wife of the emperor. So it might be interesting, but of course learning about her herself might be interesting too. I don't know.
I want to know more about what was said to Hyun-A. Because I feel like that's what we need to discover. Like, what was it that drove her?
Yeah. Right, so, her admonitions then. Well, when your parents do find your wife, your mother probably has a set of these prepared for her. Assuming she knows how to write at least. In a way, the point is, it's considered fairly typical for a new gentleman's bride to get a series of verses explaining that what will be expected of them as a wife, as well as just friendly advice. Well, the reason why these ones aren't written in verse is pretty simple, I guess. It's because the Queen Carly Rae Jepsen had absolutely no ear for it. Honestly, personally, I think that's pretty endearing. What? I think that's pretty endearing. I don't know how to read that. But she was really worried about the pale bride, since she was younger, prettier girl for her husband and all. Excuse me. There we go. So she wanted to make a really strong impression.
Just expel the demons real quick.
I suggested to her that she'd do what she was good at, and just write them in prose. Since if she was as uneducated as I thought she would be, and she was, it's not like she'd know any better anyway.
I just imagined opening one of the admonitions and it just says, "What the fuck did you just fucking say about me, you little bitch? I'll have you know I graduated top of my class at the Navy SEALs."
Well, I guess that backfired a little, since it's turned out that she was so uneducated that she didn't actually even know any letters. Whoops. Anyway, here. Let me give you a giant info dump and pass along all the admonitions for you to see her yourself.
So, and as a reminder too, the reason that Hyune couldn't read when they brought her out of the pod isn't because, like, she's uneducated. It's because they had begun to using a lot more, like, Chinese characters than Korean characters as their government got into this, like, kind of Confucianist state. So the language changed a lot.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Does she have more to say?
Okay, so...
Oh,
Oh,
I guess we can also ask for more on the Queen.
Oh, yeah, we can be completionists. Cool.
okay, sure. She was kind of more than just my queen. It's... Well, I guess I have to explain my own position for it to make sense. So, like, yeah, I appear to just be a woman, but that's just my personal appearance. I'm actually, a computer program. So when I say I was, well, still am, really, in charge of security of the whole ship, I mean it. I was an actual official. I outranked pretty much everyone on the ship, save for the Emperor, and of course, by extension, his primary wife. So while I might have reported directly to the Emperor in theory, and I did with others in the past, Emperor Ryu In-ho chose to let that sort of things go through his wife instead. What this is all getting at is, for all intents and purposes, she was my real mistress, not him. We were pretty close. Well, as close as you can be to your better anyway. I liked her a lot. She was actually really intelligent for a woman, and was surprisingly tough for a noble. I know, that doesn't sound attractive. But trust me, with her, it was pretty okay. She managed to be great while still knowing her place.
By the way, I just want to emphasize that what she just said here is, I know that smart, tough women aren't attractive, but...
Looks
Fuck
at the camera.
Yeah.
Well, there actually are.
Walks
Looks at
walks
the
into
camera.
room. By the way, just wanted to remind you that I'm a sexist. I'll be going now.
I'll let you get back to reading.
I'll let you get back to reading.
So, yeah, like I said, I liked her a lot. Anyway, I'm getting a bit sidetracked here. This is my point. I remember those admonitions because I actually helped her write them. I mean, I didn't write a single word or anything, but she asked me for advice. Mostly she was just modest. So let me see. I really wanted to get the right impression of her, She kind of wrote a lot. Well, nobody's perfect.
It's so strange to see a sentence like, man, she wrote a lot and she was very intelligent. Can't win them all, I guess.
Well, because if you
Yeah,
remember,
Yeah.
because if you remember the detail, I mean, it's similar to how it was considered like a waste of paper, assumedly in medieval times. Now it's like, women's writings and women's even like their space in the family tree is literally just like a waste of RAM on this ship. Is how they view it.
Yeah, it's just so, man, it's so strange to see it treated like that. Oh.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
how it
God.
is in this terrible thing.
Don't let that cloud your judgment of her, though, alright? I mean, I'm not impressed either, but at least it means you'll be able to see what she was like. Alright, I've got 3 for you to see. Well, one's actually one's kind of actually about me. But still, it shows you just how good of a person she was. If you want to see the rest of the admonitions, let me know. I can do that too.
Don't worry, we've got that.
Anyway.
Also, I was about to make a joke.
Another one?
I was about to make a joke, but then I realized that I was just going to make myself sad because it's exactly the situation. So here's the joke, right? I was going to say, it's like walking up to Stephen Hawking, him blowing your mind with a bunch of really smart shit, and then just going, I don't know, I'm not impressed. And just because, just by basically going, man, you know too much. That's not impressive at all. You should just listen to people. But, like, that's exactly what some people are like. They hear someone being smart and way more intelligent than them, and they'll just be like, I don't know. I'm not going to vaccinate my children. Fucking Christ. Right. Bummer drummer. Yeah, sorry to go full bummer drummer there. Jesus.
No, it's okay.
Alright, I haven't read in a while, so I'll take
here's
this.
Queen
Queen Carly Rae Jepsen. Alright.
Yes.
Oh, God.
I threw a wish in the well. I made a wish as it fell. What's this? No? Okay. No? Okay. Hey, I just met you, and this is crazy. Normally my conversations are mute. Oh, right. Nature. But call me maybe. Goss, is that the right person? That's Carly Rae Jepsen, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. I'm glad that I could make that terrible joke. Gossip in the affair. Gossip in the affairs of some of the
Don't worry,
more.
you're just as funny as you imagine.
Which is not. Thank you. That's reassuring because I'm pretty certain I'm not funny at all. Gossip in the affairs of some of the more important noble houses, as well as her trying to. That's cool. More important noble houses, as well as her trying to take the bait. Whatever she is able. Oh God, I'm not even taking this in. I'm just reading it. Hold on. Gossip in the affairs of some of the more important noble houses, as well as her trying to bait whatever she is able to out of me. While I think such a flow of information is valuable, so I might pass news to my husband that he might not otherwise hear, I would not consider her attitude to have any resemblance to seriousness. Previously, I had assumed that this was simply impossible due to her nature. While I do not really understand how, despite her explanations, anyone could live inside a computer screen, she says that she is an artificial person. I had assumed that perhaps her absence of a soul prevented her from feeling serious emotions. Ordinarily, she wears incredibly bold, colourful clothing, her golden hair absurdly well adorned. For the past month, however, she's been uncharacteristically humble, wearing unappealing brown dresses with her hair undecorated. My curiosity got the better of me at last. Please, I've wondered, why are you so attired? It is unlike you, I asked. She gave me an odd look. Huh? She asked. It's a morning dress. That much was obvious, and not particularly the thrust of my question. Did you not tell me you were thousands of years old, and that you have no family? For what reason are you wearing mourning? She gave me an annoyed look. Friend of mine died, okay? No, I don't have family. It's always just been me. But this guy was a really good friend, and he definitely deserves that kind of respect, she said. We were super close. Do you wish to tell me about him? I asked. She gave me another look that I couldn't quite read, but seemed somehow sad. Nah, she said. I don't want to talk about it. Not now. I miss him too much. Hey, I'm going to go now, okay? I'll talk to you later. I said goodbye to her and she disappeared from the screen. But as she did, I could have sworn that I saw her start to cry.
Well, yeah. She probably did see me cry. I had a really hard time talking about it then, especially not to my mistress. I really didn't mean to be so vulnerable in front of her. That just isn't proper. Kinda embarrassing, really. I'm sure you've already guessed, but yeah, the man in question was Smith Sang-jung. Strictly speaking, there was no real mourning obligation. It's not like I was really family. Still, that man was the closest thing to a husband to me. I mean, don't take this the wrong way. It's hardly scandalous. I'm not a real woman. I'm just a computer. But we had a really close relationship. So yeah, I thought it'd be appropriate if I honored him like he was. He never married, so it's not like anyone else would. I just figured the man deserved so much. He totally deserved at least that much.
Oh shit, was that one of them? Ah, fuck. I don't know if...
They're
well,
just saying-
we'll just check. Oh, dearest brother of mine. Hold on. This
I
doesn't...
don't think we've read this one.
I
Yeah,
don't think we've
so.
read this one.
As I'm sure you know, it's been 3 years since my husband died. I still mourn him in my heart, of course, and I'm sure I will forever, but the official mourning period's over. You probably also know that the Huang family isn't doing very well right now. Terribly, in fact. And it only got worse when my husband died. It didn't help that we only had daughters, so I don't exactly have a son to look after me. Right now, I'm completely at the mercy of his parents, and, well, as I said, no son. He only took me in because of that big dowry. They sure never liked me, and it's only gotten worse, way worse. So I need you to help me out, Min, or they're just going to abandon me. Do you remember that story we read together as a child, about the widow who had to turn to begging? I'm sure you remember how it ended. Well, that's going to be me at this rate. Wow, what a great children's story. Hey, this woman became a widow and she got so poor she had to beg and then she died. Life lesson, go to bed, kids. Fuck
Jesus
you.
Christ.
Fuck these fucking systems of oppression. Don't worry though, I have a plan. I've talked to my husband's brother about this, and also I managed to discreetly fish some information about his parents. They'd be willing to let me get married to him, and all you need to do is chip in a new dowry. 1.5 times the old one would be well enough. Please respond as soon as possible, little brother, because I really need your help here. Love, Sang-hee. Response to Sang-hee.
Okay.
Do you want to be Sang-min? Iris, someone?
Iris, I've been
Sure.
talking a lot.
Oh, no, you haven't. Yeah, sure. I'll take this one. Okay. Sister Sang-hee, calm down. They may not be nice, but I'm sure they're not going to kick their son's widow out on the street. Do you have any idea how terrible that would look for them? It would be a huge disgrace on their name. As for remarrying, I'm sorry, but that's a lot of money you're asking. Besides, you know how much remarriage is looked down upon. Chaste widowhood may be a difficult standard to hold yourself to, but you will be honored forever if you can manage it. And if anyone is good enough to live up to that standard, I know it's you, big sister. I wish I could give you an easier way out, but I hope you realize it's for the best that way. Sang-min.
Oh, generous and benevolent young brother of mine. I know you think I'm being hysterical and exaggerating. I'm not, I promise. It's funny you mentioned the importance of chaste widowhood, because they're talking about that too. Of course, I don't think you've got the same ideas in mind. They're talking about the sort that ends in an honorable suicide. Actually, they've been talking a lot about it. We could, of course, go with that option. Take my own life to honor his memory. Man, just... Okay, obviously that's shit, but man, fuck that. Fuck the idea of, oh, my partner died, I've got to kill myself. Christ. Would you like me to help out with that? I'm not really very good at either holding knives or tying nooses ever since the arthritis got serious. But if you could help out, that plan could work. I like that
love
she's
the
being...
passive aggression.
Yeah. God, I would be too. If you're too busy to help your sister kill herself, though, you could just do the next big thing, the next best thing, and send that dowry. I'm sure, somehow, you'll manage to figure out a way to find the money. I have faith in you, little brother. I remind you again, of course, that appealing to that family's honor is a waste of time. Father married me to a merchant, remember? You're talking about honor. But trust me, I've lived in this house for over 2 decades, and I've looked everywhere, even under the Satan cushions. They just don't have any. So I'm going to ask you once more, little brother. You can either send a new dowry, or failing that, come by with a nice sharp knife. But if you can't bring yourself to do at least one of those things, then my destitution is on your head. Do you think Father would be proud of that? You're the son. You tell me. With love, your sister Sang-hee.
Fucking hell.
Christ.
Sister, You are going to be the death of me, but I won't be the death of you. Fine, I'll figure something out. Tell his parents that I can offer them as much as the old dowry. I'll send a messenger by next week to work out the delivery of it. You're such a woman, do you know that? Manipulative to the core, that's what you are. The death of me, I swear. Sangman.
Don't you just love when they use woman as a derogatory term?
No!
Yeah, I enjoy it. Not really, obviously.
Obviously not, yeah, but...
I think that's all that we have of that story.
That
I'm
is,
not sure.
and I don't think she had any comments on that, weirdly.
Maybe Hyun-A would? I don't know.
Maybe Hyun-A would, that's very true. Hey, it's Carly Rae Jepsen.
Hey.
When my husband... Yeah?
Oh no, go on. Sorry,
Alright.
sorry.
When my husband asked what I thought of the idea of him taking a new wife, I presented him with the weakest of smiles, but said that I thought it was a good idea if he thought so, that I would be happy if a younger woman were to relieve me of the pressure of bringing him a son. I have no doubt that this is the answer he wanted me to give, with a convincing enough expression to go along with it. If there's one thing I am confident in, it is my ability to read exactly what my husband wants to hear. Having heard that the girl he is considering is only 13 years of age, however, it is certain that I can have no confidence in any other thing. He'll take her in a few years, right when she's reached marriage age. She will be at the peak of her beauty and won't have matured too much. Doubtlessly, unlike me, she will have no problem delivering the son he needs. Perhaps jealousy is unbecoming of me, but it is pragmatic too. When we were young, his affections for me were so strong, but now that we are both old, how could I possibly compete with a young bride? Home. There we go.
Sammy's like, get me out of this.
Get me out of this place.
Get me out of here.
Okay, admonitions.
All right.
To the woman who will marry my husband, you are doubtlessly aware it is traditional for a noble man's mother to write poetic admonitions to be sent to the bride-to-be before she enters the family, explaining the circumstances and preferring advice to her. Sadly, your mother-in-law is long since departed, leaving the responsibility in my hands. I never had any such letters sent to me, for reasons which I'll explain soon enough, and I furthermore studied verse only enough to know that I am unable to write it well. I hope you do not think less of me, young pale bride. I somehow don't think she does, for addressing these letters in plain speech instead. Rather pay attention to my words over my form, and please do not be hasty in erasing those letters after reading, for your own sake. I hope you find the advice and knowledge I will impart on you useful.
Yeah, like I said, I suggested she just wrote them in straight prose. As for the reason why she didn't get anything from her mother-in-law, well, that's pretty complicated. There were kind of some issues in the family there.
Man, I mean...
Really? In this game?
In this
What?
game? Who'd have thought?
You'll see what I mean if you read on.
Anyways, I'll let you get back to
Anyway.
it.
Anyways. She's like peeking through the door and she's like, you'll see what I mean if you keep reading. And then just...
To the woman who will marry my husband. As you are no doubt aware, the Ryu family has an extremely long and proud history. Every man to hold the title captain and emperor has always been of our house, and you are here to make sure that continues for another generation so that no one will question us. The name goes all the way back to the ancient times. Mythology speaks of a Captain Ryu who had control of even the ship's movement through the stars themselves. That's so weird to read. Such things remain far removed from everyday life, but it is important to understand the significance of the house and of the title that your first son will eventually come to inherit.
From these people's perspective, they might as well just be on the back of a giant turtle floating in the ocean like, I don't know, man, the turtle's going somewhere, I guess.
There was once a guy who knew how to talk to it, but
Those are merely legends.
Well, if that sounds like a kinda simplistic explanation, you have to understand, it's not really like anyone had the frame of reference to really get space travel. Even I only sort of barely understand it, and I'm the ship computer.
that feels like a design flaw.
Imagine what it must be like for some barely educated woman in society that doesn't really understand its technology, having only ever lived inside the ship. So her description of the captain and emperor's role is... Well, it's a little mythologizing, okay? But it's pretty much accurate, right? Your toast can't navigate for shit, says Egophobia.
The woman who will marry my husband. It is an obvious matter that I do have the same family name as my husband. The official story, if you have not already heard it, is that we are cousins. Gotta love, fucking...
God, I thought we were almost out of weird, terrible things that people could do to each other in this game.
Nah.
Here we are.
We're in, fucking
To be fair,
royal
that's
families.
not as bad as it could be, but
Welcome
still,
to
it's
Egypt.
pretty, welcome.
Welcome to ancient Egypt.
Welcome to fucking any country that had a royal family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the word for that? Where you pass it down to, like your sons and stuff, rather than. Oh, fuck.
STDs? I don't know.
No. When you pass down command of a country by hereditary.
Inherit? No, not inheritance.
Chat.
Someone in chat will let me know. I forget the
There's
name
a
for it.
specific word
Yeah.
that, like, I know you're looking for.
There's a specific word for when command of monarchy. Monarchy. That's what I was thinking.
Oh yeah, then.
Yeah.
The thing that you live in,
Yeah.
and I.
Well, kinda. Yeah. Well, yeah, we have a monarchy.
Yeah, kinda.
I'm getting there.
Don't joke.
Oh no.
Making our marriage. Let's just
Looks at the camera, looks at the camera.
Is that making our marriage improper and less than ideal, but somewhat acceptable given the circumstances? At the time, there were no noble daughters who had not already been imprisoned or given away in marriage, and obviously, a girl of any lesser upbringing could not possibly be suitable as a queen. Hence, cousins would simply have to do. Strictly speaking, this is all true. The part about there not being any noble daughters available is not a misrepresentation. And as far as any official genealogy is concerned, the Emperor is the son of my father's brother. The part which you may not speak of openly is that he is the old Emperor's son only by adoption. As far as blood goes, my husband is also my brother. As children, we never lived together, and it would, of course, have been strictly improper to have spent any time together at that age. I would never say anything such as that my husband actually arranged for there to be no noble daughters to marry. Out of his desire to marry me, that would of course be a rather bold move to accuse an emperor of as such, but you may wish to consider that the implications might be, if such a thing truly did, if such a thing truly did happen. I leave it to you to decide whether or not such a thing is possible.
Yeah, I have a friend who's the emperor of the ship.
I
Now,
have a friend,
here's
he's
the
an
thing.
emperor.
I have a friend.
Let's say
Let's say in theory, let's just say in theory that he had a sister and wanted to marry her. Let's just say in theory that happened.
I know it's weird that the name of the ship was changed to the HMS Incest, but here's the thing about that, right?
Fucking Christ.
Oh my god.
All I will say is that despite our marriage being one of necessity, my husband has always been very fond of me.
I'll bet he has.
I don't like that. I don't like the implications of that. How about we go to mute?
Oh, sorry. I just got a totally, absolutely, definitely real email from PayPal at termservice.com, which says unauthorized billing support, payment agreement. We sent snooze notify alert to you because your account was logged from another devices. Really?
I can't even tell what this scam wants from you. Anyway.
Yeah, that's... Okay, what she's suggesting? That is gross and wrong indefinitely. Well, I don't think a bold move even begins to cover what she's saying.
You know,
That's
I'm
a
glad
bold
you
move, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out.
I feel bad saying this. I liked her. We were close. She was such a good woman. But my real master was the Emperor, and it would be a disservice to give her a pass on this. She was way over the line here. I think it's damned irresponsible of her to have even considered telling the Pale Bride that. Why would she even need to know?
You know, for a second I was going to be like, oh, wow, good on you, Mute, for saying that, for still having that line of incest is bad. But no, she wasn't upset about the incest. She was upset that she told her about the incest.
Anyway, I don't even buy the implication. I don't think it's even true.
Just conveniently deleting that one out of my mind.
I don't know if you've noticed, but the Mungwung Ha's birth rates are... well, it's not good. They had been bad for generations, but they were just getting worse and worse. Among noble families, they weren't even at replacement rate anymore.
I'm betting it's because of the radiation that you get in space.
I have no idea why. Nobody really ever wanted to acknowledge it. So what I'm saying is, even ignoring the fact that that he wanted and her suggestion is just wrong, I don't think the Emperor would have to contrive it so that there weren't any noble daughters of proper age. The simple fact of the matter is, that sort of incest ended up being necessary. And apparently didn't help, since she even couldn't deliver a son anyway. Which is
incest
good.
Doesn't help? What?
No awful and inappropriate theories are necessary. Well... what do I...
Egophobia, I can't believe you typed that, but it's really funny.
What, can't sleep with your sister if you both glow in the dark?
Glow in the dark.
No.
Oh no.
To the woman... I really want to... To the woman who will marry my husband. As for responsibilities, your burden will be quite light. You will, of course, be expected to be the model of feminine virtue. Your responsibilities are light. You just have to be perfect. But truthfully, I do not expect you will have very much trouble with this. So long as you keep your head down, avoid scandal, and keep quiet, that will more than suffice. As far as the day-to-day is concerned, you will have nothing to concern yourself with. As is the royal family you are marrying into. As queen, I run the management of the house's affairs and will not require any assistance from you in that regard. As part of a royal concubine's demonstration of modesty, you will have to share my own personal servant and will not have one of your own. While you will not have to be responsible for all housework, be modest and do not remain idle at her expense. You are expected to be as unseen as the servants, and to be voiceful only in the most moderation. Do not speak harshly to your servant, and be appreciative of what she does, and not incompassionate. That's my job. I'm the one who's incompassionate to my servant. Your one sole responsibility will be spending as much time with the Emperor as it takes to produce a son. Just like on the throne when he's in the middle of something, you know, just go for it. After you give birth, you will not need to worry about raising him. I will be there to make sure that is all arranged for. Simply make our husband happy, keep out of sight, and give him a son, and you'll have no more to worry yourself with.
Well, I guess I'll grant the Pale Bride one thing. You never had to worry about her speaking out of turn. Really, at the time, she seemed like the perfectly virtuous wife, right up until she snapped at the end. I know, how could you even reconcile that, right? How can someone seem so close to being the pinnacle of feminine virtue, then turn out to be completely messed up?
There's so many fucking things wrong with that sentence.
Ugh. I still don't get it, not even slightly.
Interesting.
Cool.
Not to get too real, but cough sounds like conservatives talking about troubled young white boys who shoot up schools. Cough.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the real hours on
Yeah.
Eternal Savvy.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what we're in for here.
That's just what we do here as well, to be honest. To the woman who... Oh God, I really need to get a lighter-hearted series going next week. We need some chill streams on, like, Stardew or some shit.
Yeah.
We'll handle it, yeah.
To the woman who will marry my husband, the virtues which you are expected to demonstrate are simply those expected of any woman. And given your noble upbringing, I will not condescend to treat you as if you do not already know them quite well. You're expected to be... You're expected to be quiet and obedient to me, as well as obviously to our husband. Perchance you are scolded. Trust my judgment as your elder. I will never act out of anger or spite. If scolded by our husband, always respond with a smile. But for your relationship with him must always be warm, and he is a wise man. I do not, however, anticipate such things will be problems. He told me of the interview in which he spoke to you, and had nothing to report at all on your manner of speech, so I trust it was entirely proper and polite. In light of that, I will say nothing further of the matter. As for all ritual obligations go, you have none, save for following in my lead. Both your mother and father-in-law are long dead, so you have no further obligations to them. I had trouble adjusting at first, but I anticipate nothing you could be surprised by. To the woman who will marry my husband, I will not tell you to avoid court politics entirely, so long as you do not cause trouble, but I will suggest that you simply watch from a distance. The temptation may exist to meddle, especially if you ever talk to the artificial girl Mute, who lives inside our computer. She is a gossip and a friend of the Smith noble family, and is responsible for revealing much of what they have tried to keep hidden. She may seem fickle, but she does belong to the House of Ryu first and foremost, and is quite loyal. Nevertheless, meddling is not in your best interests. Do not play politics, not only for our sake, or for the sake of being a virtuous wife, but for the sake of your own family as well. They will receive favour not through any scheming on your part, but through our husband's will. Entertain yourself with gossip if you wish, so long as you keep quiet about it, but stay out of politics. In the end, you will manage to go much farther if you rely only on rewards for being a good wife.
She's right in what she instructed the Pale Bride, but man, I don't really agree with her assertion here.
How are you gonna fuck me on this one, Mute?
I wasn't a gossip. Yeah, I'm a social creature, of course. That's my job. I'm glad that my mistress valued me, but I don't really like the way she is characterizing me as being some chattery gossiping woman. I was always way better than that. I wish she'd realized it.
Ooh, I think we're gonna get to the marriage and the questions.
Okay.
What?
No.
Huh?
Huh?
Okay.
Eh?
My fear of the Pale Bride, it seems, was unfounded. In my letters to her, I wrote that I was not jealous. A lie, of course. As queen, it is true that I have authority over any of my husband's other wives, but that authority does certainly not extend to his affections. Especially since she is a beautiful woman of only 15 years, and I am a withered old lady. I'm a withered old lady 20 years her senior. So she's 35. I would be a fool not to be jealous, and yet I am not. Until she officially married my husband, I had only seen her briefly at the formal interview. Aside from her beauty, she had made hardly any impression. But now she's living in my house, and I've seen more of her while she is not busy attending to the Emperor. And I realize now I have no cause for jealousy that is any fault of hers. She hasn't spoken a single word to me, and only looks at me from a distance. At first, I mistook this for arrogance, as though she thought me unworthy of approaching. I realized soon that this is not so. I see no smugness in her eyes, nor do I see happiness, nor sadness, nor anything else, because she's fucking dead inside and gave up. She is afraid of me, not the sort of fear that would show in her eyes, the sort of fear that would paralyze or leave her on edge. It is hardly noticeable at all. and yet I can tell. Her fear is that of resignation, the sort of fear where one simply waits for what one believes inevitable, whatever it is that she thinks I will do to her. She is not afraid that I will be jealous. She knows it, and is simply waiting for the consequences. I cannot be jealous of a woman like that. I feel for her. I want her to feel welcome. I want to give her the hope she has clearly lost back. It is not out of jealousy that I say that I earnestly want her to understand how lucky she is. When last I saw her, I took her aside and said, "Please, you do not have to fear me. If you ever wish to talk to me, please do find me." She said nothing, but she did smile a little. I've seen her smile before, but only in a hollow way, where the mouth moves but no emotion stirs in the eyes. This was not that kind. I can hardly say what the twinkle in her eyes meant, but at least I don't think it was resignation. That was fucking murderous intent. I do hope she talks to me soon, for her own sake.
That was murder in her eyes.
She's like, please, come talk to me whenever you need me. Yone, I'm gonna fucking kill everybody.
I just had a...
Oh, alright. Question. How are you doing?
Show it to her!
Look, the questions are for her. They're perfectly straightforward. I don't think any need explanation. Take them to her. Take them to her yourself. You don't have to take my word for it. It's probably best if you hear it straight from the crazy bitch's mouth herself. It's probably coded or something so that only a machine can really read what it says.
Let's just double... It's probably going to be the same thing, but let's...
How do you feel about me? Okay. We have to come back to Hyun-A about the whole story about the murders. Why is that? Is it because you don't believe me even enough to ask her?
I mean, I do...
Honestly, we're just fucking with you at this point.
Is it because you don't believe me enough to even ask her? I mean, I don't disbelieve you. I just want to get the full rung of what you're going to be fucking asking her.
Should we say yes here? That we don't believe her?
It's what you want to do.
You...
It's like a messin' with Sasquatch commercial.
What do you guys think?
I mean, if you want to go answer honestly, I mean, honestly, no, that isn't the reason, you know.
Yeah.
But you do whatever you'd like to do. I mean, it's mute. I don't think you particularly care what she thinks.
We've said we're going honestly, and like, life isn't, as I've said many a time, life isn't black and white. I can think that Hyun-A is a good person and justified and still believe that Mute is telling the truth about her fucking killing everybody. So, no, is it because you don't believe me enough to even ask her? No, that's not the case.
Oh, well, that's good. Do you think it's just not important enough to ask about then?
No, it is important to ask about.
Oh, okay. I was hoping you'd said that, honestly.
I think we're making some big fucking ending choices here.
I don't think so. I think this is...
Is that you'd just rather hear it from me. Am I right?
No!
Would you prefer it to hear it from Hyun-A, so...
I want to hear it from both, but... No.
I'm completely confused, but okay.
Mute, listen. We're gamers, we just have to look through them, okay?
If you do want to hear about it from me, though, you can indicate that by just showing me the question that I gave you.
Okay.
Otherwise, just feel free to go about business however you will, I guess?
Yeah, so you can read these without showing them to her necessarily. If you want to hear it from her, you can show it to her again, I think is what she's saying.
Well, we could hear it from her and... Hyun-A. Why don't you treat me
Maybe,
with
I don't know.
What?
What do you really look like? Okay, hold on. I just skipped past one I don't like. Why don't you treat me more... Fuck you. What do you really look like? How old are you? How do you feel about Mew? Why couldn't you just settle for a happy marriage? Fuck you. Did you ever have any friends? Feel like that's accusatory. Why did you kill all those?
Just right out there and ask. Yep.
Hey, the music's real unsettling.
We can't hear it, but I believe
Well,
it.
I believe you. Yeah. Music's got a good soundtrack.
I guess I gotta...
Oh, it's really unsettling.
Okay, I'll listen to the stream for a second. That's unsettling. That is really unsettling music.
Oh, I don't like
Yeah.
that.
Alright, do you want to hear the story from her, or do you want to turn Hyunei back on and do more stuff with her? I think is what the choice is.
Yeah, what do you want, Sib?
I mean...
Iris just smirking, knowing what's coming.
Come on, Az. What?
What?
Static over the screen, or?
That's weird.
Guys, I'm scared.
Iris! No!
Okay, I'm like legit fucking scared right now.
Should we go back to Hyunei? Or,
I'm kind of fucking scared of what's gonna happen if I go on the override terminal, guys.
I'm not saying shit.
Hey chat, who should we ask?
Don't you dare spoil it, Ego.
Are we asking Mew or Hyunei? God, I've never been this off-put by music.
Hyunei, everyone's
People
are
want
saying
Hyunei back.
Hyunei.
Okay. Oh, I fucking hate this.
Hi, Hyunei. We want to talk for a little bit. Actually, can I go and use the bathroom real quick before you do that?
Yeah.
I'll be back in a second.
Cliffhanger.
Oh my god, it has been a while since I've been so fucking freaked out by a game. Like, this is legit fucking spooky.
Any ideas on what's happening?
No!
Well, you'll see soon enough.
Oh, I'm fucking scared, but I fucking love this shit. Oh my god, this is my jam.
It's good shit. This is where, the real times begin.
It was just the way that I fucking scrolled onto that one question.
And it started right then, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Chibi, come on.
Chibi, come back. You can blame it all on us. I was wrong when I said I could cheat without you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Ariel, this game has very good music.
Yeah, I've been liking it.
And writing.
There is a reason that I really need to finish Alien Isolation. Alien Isolation, like, fucking actually nails horror, in my opinion.
One of the few, like, major games that do nowadays, really, in my opinion.
Hello.
Okay.
Chibi, you ready?
Oh, I'm so ready for this.
Alright, guys. Let's do this.
Oh, the screen is really staticky, ain't it? Oh. Hi, Hyunei.
Right. Well, remember when I said that I'd never interrupt you unless there was something really, really wrong? Because that's annoying and I don't want to bother you, but... Look, I don't want to scare you here. This isn't your fault, but we have a really big problem. I'm sure you've noticed that static on the line, yes? I was wondering what was causing it, so I checked, and it's... Well, look, don't panic here, please. But it's, well, a reactor meltdown in progress. I'm really sorry, we've been running in low power mode for so long, and that was fine, but when you established communications, everything started back up again. Which should have been fine, except it's been centuries since the last maintenance job was done, and I'm not really sure what's wrong. Yet. I'm not going to lie to you. This is bad. This is really, really bad. I don't know if you're really aware of how this works, but we're running on nuclear fission. And, it looks like we've got about 20 minutes before total meltdown. It's already running really, really hot right now. I wish I'd noticed sooner. I'm so sorry.
What?
But, well, let me put it this way. The ship is about 20 minutes away from exploding. Can you make it out of range within 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Well... Please, don't try just yet. I can't shut it down on my own. A human has to do it. Even if you can, don't run away on me. Don't just... Please, you'll help me, right?
Of course.
Oh, I knew you wouldn't let me down. Of course you'll help. Thank you so very much. You're a regular hero, thank you. Now let me explain what you'll have to do. What I'll need you to do is drop to the terminal and disable the nuclear reactor. If everything's working properly, it should be that simple. I mean, I'm sure it won't be. This is a really old ship, and clearly already one that has gone horribly wrong. Anyway, your first step is to at least try.
How do you turn this off, Yunei?
Go to the terminal, go to the terminal. Okay, so you can try to figure this out by yourself, or you can try turning mute back on and asking her what's wrong, too.
Yeah, like, maybe ask mute, too.
Stop!
Savvy, calm down.
This is not the time.
You wrote it. Don't capitalize it.
Oh no, no, that's not the problem. It just can't switch right now, I don't think. Yeah, no, you can't do it. You're stuck with Hyun-A now. Drop to the terminal. If everything's working properly, you can try to disable it. Yep, same thing again. Go.
Go back. Savvy, are you there?
Savvy, are you there?
Savvy! Hello? Is this...
No, you're in the terminal now. You need to, like, try help, maybe. I don't know. Chat, feel free to throw in suggestions, too.
We can't...
Oh, wait, they
Savvy,
can't hear you, Savvy.
Oh,
this is not a good time.
Okay.
Oh no, the technical difficulties have spread into the game.
Oh, he paused it. Good.
I thought he just wasn't talking.
Just so scared out of his mind.
God, he's got 2 sets of tech problems to work out right now.
Well,
hello?
We can hear you.
Okay, we can hear you. Okay, chat, we can hear him. Just give us a sec.
Yeah, we can hear him.
Has it actually paused?
Hello?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm back
Hello?
on. Oh my god.
They can't hear you, just so you know.
No, they will in a moment.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
Okay, action. Target subsystem. Emergency code. Available actions. Enable, disable. Multiple is going to be enabled. Okay. What am I fucking disabling?
The nuclear.
There is a reactor command. Reactor is currently enabled.
Disable.
Okay, so just do reactor disable. No. Type reactor, then disable, I think. Error, no backup power supply is active. Disabling reactor will permanently terminate your connection. Are you sure you want to continue? Okay, so you need to enable the backup power supply.
Action target subsystem.
We don't know the subsystem. Can you do... Oh, fuck. I'm trying to remember this, too.
Do you want to cheat?
I have a walkthrough open, but I'm sure Savvy doesn't want that just yet.
I want to do my best.
We've got time. So, alright, maybe you can try asking Hyune for more help.
Nope.
No, she doesn't know. I think if you mute, she gives more advice, but oops.
But she didn't know how this ship really works either.
True. Okay.
Starting active subsystem will permanently terminate.
Yeah, that ends the game if you do that. Yep. Because what download does, it doesn't download her. It downloads everything on the ship, and that will terminate it because you're downloading the entire ship. And it also says no AI will be downloaded, so you can't. Yeah.
Give me a poke in the right direction, please.
Okay. Let me double check. You have to do something with PSS. Look at the PSS commands. Try just PSS and see.
Override a power storage.
Okay, available action, switch battery, enable, disable. Okay, try enabling PSS. Insufficient power and active battery to meet power demands.
Power storage system enabled using primary battery. Secondary battery.
Okay. So what you need to do, the secondary battery has 20% left. That means you need to get the power usage, which is at 99%, down to 20%. So you need to disable shit with power control until there's enough room. You could try power control list, because that will give you a list of things, I think. I kind of remember what we're doing now. Okay.
Alright. Bulkheads.
So these are all the things that are open.
You're probably gonna have
Artificial gravity, fuck that thing.
Turn everything off that absolutely need to.
Disable gravity. Disable... I can do it in the same line. Rail.
Huh, life support's disabled. That's interesting.
That is interesting. Waste. Sensor. Not sensors. Storage empty, not currently at core 3, core 4, core 5, core 6. You want communications. Bulkhead ceiling, maintaining proper atmosphere. Fuck that. Bulkheads. Fuck! Okay, I gotta test the theory of core. You said I could do multiple lines, game!
Damn. Well.
What are you talking about?
Try... Oh, fuck. No, oh, you know what it is? It's power control disabled, then the thing, I think. It's okay, we've got time. Just focus.
Okay.
It's okay.
Power control disable. Core 3, core 4, core 5, core 6. Was life support 1? Rail is 1.
Life support's already disabled.
Okay. Waste. Docking.
That includes your ship.
Fuck.
Probably, I don't think you need communications, because it's radio-based. I don't think that's what we're doing. It'll give you a warning.
What are we at? So
36%, so just a few more things, probably.
Power control list. Bulkheads.
Okay.
Disable bulkheads. Communications. Do not ever disable. Okay, well, I won't.
Yeah, you don't want to disable, like, the entire computer. Probably sensors you don't need.
Communications.
Oh, wait, no.
Do you want to disable communications? No.
No.
Okay, PSS.
Docking? I don't know.
I think...
I don't know if you need docking or not.
What do I need to do? So, power source enabled using primary battery. So I basically need to disable everything in the primary battery, is that right? Or what am I doing here?
You need to switch to the secondary battery. So switch battery, primary battery or something.
Power available action switch battery. PSS action. PSS.
Try doing PSS switch battery.
Okay. Secondary battery. Insufficient
Okay,
power
but
and
we're
battery.
still over the
Shit.
percent. So now
Yeah.
we need to turn a few more things off.
What else can we turn off?
Let's see.
Oh,
Okay,
we have
we
to
can't turn off
disable one of the AIs.
communications.
I think IMO disable mute.
I'm sorry, Mute.
I'll.
You don't deserve it. As much of an asshole as you are, you don't deserve it, but we have to. Oh, this legit fucking hurts me. No, call 1. Ah, I'm essentially killing someone here. If unpowered, all data will degrade within 24 hours or less. Are you sure that you want to? We're going down anyway. Okay, so it's below now, so it should be fine. Fuck.
So now you disable the reactor? No, wait. No, you want to go back to secondary battery.
Oh.
You had the battery right. I think we just need to disable the reactor now.
Okay. Fuck, what is it?
Reactor disable.
You will safely fall back on PSS if reactor is disabled. Continue, yes.
Fuck! It's using Microsoft! It'll never load.
Fuck, like I legit fucking feel bad.
Yeah, well, it forces you to. You guessed correctly. You have to, so... Okay.
So what now? Oh,
I think you're good. I think you can just quit out now. I think.
no?
No?
Did you forget to
Nope.
switch to the... You need to switch to the other battery. It was only 0.1% left on the first...
No. It says using secondary battery now.
may safely disable the reactor power. Reactor
Yeah,
disabled.
and you did. And you did, I thought. So what the
Initiating
heck's
reactor shutdown
happening?
sequence. Nuclear reactor is disabled. Logging disabled. Engaging low power mode now.
Oh, wait. Oh, go talk to Hyune. Go talk to Hyune, actually.
It
Quit
said
out
I
of here and go
couldn't.
talk to Hyune.
Alright. Disabled. We still have a problem.
And, we still have a problem. It's still at critical temperature. Well, the good news is you're safe now. I'm not, though. Even if there's no nuclear explosion, the heat alone can do enough damage to computer systems to, well, kill me. This is really bad. Please, you have to figure out something to do with the heat. I'm already suffering some serious damage. I feel like I did when I was alive. I feel like I'm dying. Please, you have to do something. Okay, you have to figure out how to get rid of the excess heat. Think about it. It's weird, but think about it. I'll tell you, it has something to do with the bulkheads.
Thank God it allows that extra thing at the end.
Yeah.
Life support, gravity, bulkheads, bulkhead sealing, maintaining proper atmosphere. Do I have to... Okay,
Open the bulkheads, people say. In chat.
I need to enable
Yep.
them again, surely. Bulkheads. And life support?
No. Or maybe?
Ah,
Here's the thing. Think about it. What is hot on this ship? It would be how do you vent heat out of this ship? You know?
with air, surely. Waste?
I won't tell you unless we're really getting down to it.
Storage empty enough. Maintaining
What's chat saying?
life support?
The people are saying open the airlock.
How?
So open the bulkheads, which you did.
No, I just
Ariel
enabled
says life
them.
support. Yeah. Ariel says life support. COD says without air, there's nothing to hold the heat. You have to disable one other thing. What do we have in the list right now? Fuck.
Life support takes 1%.
Disable docking. I don't think we probably don't need docking. I don't think we need docking.
But then wouldn't our ship fuck off?
I don't know. We might just be pulled up alongside it. I don't know. It'll give you a warning if it's bad.
Q&A would urgently like to speak with you. Okay, fine. I'm kind of trying to save your
Okay.
life here right now. I know what you can do.
I've got it. I know what you can do. Quickly, enable the bulkheads, enable the life support, then disable the bulkhead seals again. There's not enough safe air felt on the ship to actually keep anyone
Yeah,
alive,
that's
but
yeah, okay. That's what I thought then.
yeah, it's about what you thought, so she's just helping you out. It's what you thought anyway, and it's what chat was saying, which is correct. Yeah, we're not actually docked, though, so that was what it needed to be. So enable life support. Okay, now disable the bulkheads again.
Take it easy, you're fine. You did it. Good job.
That has been... Oh, that was one of the more intense experiences I've had playing a game.
I know, it's really good, isn't it?
I had to kill someone to do that, but you know.
Well, did you kill someone or did you save someone? You did it! You did it! The nuclear reactor is now both completely deactivated and at a safe temperature. We're safe. I was pretty scared there for a moment. I mean, it's not that I didn't think you could. It's just the thought of actually dying for good was scary. It was scary. But you did it, and I'm fine now. Thank you so much. Especially since I know you didn't have to do this. You could have just run away. Thank you. I'm not ungrateful. I think, we both really deserve a break from the serious business, don't you agree?
We came here for a reason.
Not really.
Oh, well, fine. Serious business it is then.
You alright there, buddy?
Yeah, this is just like...
It's a lot, I know. Everybody give props to Savvy for typing in that situation, because it's hard.
I don't know if we want to go into this softly or not.
It just depends. Do you want to do what Mute said or no?
Let's not be dicks about this.
What is this? You talked to Mute? I don't know what she told you, but you really shouldn't listen to her. All she ever did was gossip, and I'm certain she hasn't changed a bit since back then. Please, don't trust her. She just spins everything to make everyone look bad no matter what. Please, promise?
I can't really anymore, even, can I?
Wah, 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 wah.
I'm actually, like, legit torn. No, She does spin everything badly. I know that she had a reason.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. At least you give me a fair chance. Well, if you show me one of her questions, I'll tell you the truth, but I don't think it's what she'll expect. Well, to be honest, nervous. I'm really, really nervous. It's just, you're the first person I've talked to in so long. I'm really happy about that. But, well, I'm exposing a lot. I know you promised to trust me and all, so thanks. It's just, this is all really new to me. But it's good. I'm glad. I wouldn't be so nervous if I wasn't happy you were there to listen.
This game's good. It's making... I'm really... This is really fucking hard for me right now.
Wow, there's a tough question. I mean, you seem like a really good person.
I saw that.
I think I could call you a friend. A friend.
Don't do this to me.
You seem to be a really good listener. I like that. Does that answer your question?
Am I gonna push her to admit her feelings before asking her why she killed everyone?
Do you want our advice or chat's advice?
Yes, I would.
I'd say just, yeah, I mean, that pretty much answers it for now. I think you're right, we should get through the serious stuff first. That's just my, like, genuine feeling at the moment.
So just, yes, it does answer the question. Is that what you're saying?
Well, Cod is saying there's no emotion, no remorse. There's only the need to know, which is probably not what he's probably not referring to this question, but yeah.
So you saying yes, Iris?
Yeah, that's my initial reaction anyway. Like, I don't remember what she says in each situation, so that's just my reaction at the moment. How about you, Chibi? What do you think? Ariel says I'm torn.
I mean,
Cod
we're
says
not
no, that's what I'm feeling. Okay.
I mean, we're not really here to ask her about how she's feeling about Mute. We're asking her why she killed a lot of people, allegedly. So yeah, this has answered my questions. You don't have to press her further on this particular one.
Okay, good. Not that I really understand why Mute was asking.
I'm not asking that one. This one feels dicey. That just
be
interesting, but it is a little snoopy.
I think I can imagine the answer at least. If we were to press in, probably we would see a more sickly Hyunei.
quick note from Egophobia incoming.
Okay.
And Cod also agrees that this question is unnecessary. She knows these questions are from you. It won't come across like you being a dick.
But they're still being asked from the perspective of, like, we talked to her, we both want to know this information. So it does still matter what we show her and what we don't in terms of the, like, you know, lore here. So it's up to you. I mean, she said she'd be honest, so maybe it would be good to know that, but I don't know. I
mean, I am personally curious, but I also am like, I wouldn't...
Does it matter, though?
It doesn't matter, and I don't... It's not necessary.
It could be just insulting to Hyunei at this point.
How old are you feels irrelevant. I want to know this one.
Okay. Oh, of course. Of course that'd be one of her questions. I don't... Well, let me put it this way, I suppose. Did she have anything nice to say about me?
Nope.
That's what I thought. Really, I don't know much about her other than what I've read in other people's logs. She never talked to me, ever. I mean, she wasn't above talking about me, but no, never anything to me. That's all I know about her. She's a gossip. I don't even want to speak to her now. Well, don't worry.
Well... Fuck off.
And the next one is the big one. Alright, chat, I'd like any final input before we go for it. Same from you two as well.
Skip to the hard question. Ariel says this feels like an okay question.
It could end nicely.
Ego says follow your heart. Or were you always just a sad, lonely person? Yeah, I think it's down to personal feeling right now on this one. Whatever you want. Doesn't seem like there's any super big reason to ask or not to ask.
Yeah.
For this one, anyway. There are some where it's just like, no, but for this one, and I'd say, like, what do you look like, are probably, like, innocent enough, but it's up to you. You, like, we all want to know the big one, so...
Something about the fact that it's just so simple.
Look, there's something you need to understand first. After waking up from stasis, I only ever had one single friend. Oh, two, I meant, now that you're here. Anyway, before it was just her. The Queen, my husband's wife, Carly Wainwright Jepsen. I wrote about her a lot in my diary. I'll just show you. It's probably better if you read it for yourself. These are from right after I got married. Also, Savvy, just a quick interjection. We are getting a little far in, but if Chibi, if you're good to keep going, we are probably getting decently close to the end, I believe. So we could try to push through and finish it now, or we could save it for next time.
I'll save one way or another.
Okay.
68%, so still about 20% to go. Which
feels
and right.
Well, and bear in mind, like, you can very easily complete this game without unlocking every single thing. In fact, it's very hard to unlock every single thing, so...
Fair.
On the same playthrough, anyway.
Chibi, how are you feeling then?
I'm okay. I can continue.
Let's go a little longer.
If it seems like it's going to keep dragging a bit, we can just finish it in a quick episode later, but yeah. The screen share is lagging. Okay. Do you want me to, like, voice this too, or?
Yeah.
Alright. Dear Diary, I guess it's been forever since I cared enough to write anything down. I just haven't seen much point. Since my last entry, I got married, moved into the palace, and lost my virginity. Apparently for a girl my age, none of these things are really all that weird. The Queen finally insisted on talking to me the night after I first slept with dearest husband. I'd been expecting it. My sister warned me that she would probably be jealous, and I'd just have to endure it. She outranks me, and I would simply have to kowtow to her if need be. I haven't had to yet, though. We had tea together, and she at least has started by acting friendly. I'm sure sister was right. I'll get the brunt of her anger soon enough, but today she was friendly. How are you holding up? She asked me, after we finished with tea. I shrugged. Do trust me, I know how hard it can be for a newlywed. I've been through it myself, but I was at least older. You probably miss your family, do you not? That's what would be expected from any good girl, so I nodded. It gets easier with time. I had no response. I'm sorry, am I bothering you? You can leave if you wish. I simply thought you might like some company. I wasn't sure to respond to that either. I just clasped my hands and shook my head. I just wanted to be sure, she said. There was a long pause that followed. Finally, she asked, how was last night? It surprised me she was willing to bring up the subject, figuring that it was a segue into her being vindictive towards me for sleeping with her husband. I shrugged as she continued, I just know it can be rough. Nobody ever talked about those duties with me. Then she smiled, and I felt almost like I could drop my guard. I had no idea what to expect my first time. Do believe me, I'm not jealous. That is nothing to be jealous of. But do tell me how it was. It made me think back on last night. Honestly, it was the best night I've ever had since waking up in the future. Everyone, my mother, my sister, and now my queen, warned me that it would be bad, it would be a duty and nothing more. But I honestly did love it. I would have let him keep me up all night if he'd had the energy for it. I guess while I was thinking about all that, I let out a slight smile. I caught myself, but not before she noticed. Oh, did you enjoy it then? She asked, touching my arm. I jumped. Please, be at ease. That's perfectly alright too. So long as you know it's just for him, there's absolutely no shame in that. There's none. I expected her to jump into something passive-aggressive from that, but she didn't. All she did was change the subject and said that she really was worried about me. Maybe she isn't so bad. So, you can see, she was kind. She was good to me, she really was. I take it you want to know more about my marriage, then. What are you interested in?
I want to know about your friend.
Then you're in luck. She's in all of these entries. Well, she was really the only thing in my life worth writing about for the most part. There's one in that there that she wrote herself about her husband, and you can see for yourself. She's a lot stronger than I ever was. So you can see for yourself why I admired her. And, well, just read them, alright? Okay. Dear Diary, attending to my husband has been easier than I was afraid it would be. Yes, there's days when it requires more strength than usual to keep going. I'm still getting increasingly more sick, nothing will change that. But it's not so bad, really. All I have to do is dote on him and try to anticipate his desires, and he's happy with me. No abuse or anything. Sure, it's not as if I like him. He's an ugly 40-year-old man who cares only about politics and never tells me anything. Love? Well, that's certainly no concern. I don't know where I ever got the impression that was something that could happen in a marriage. I thought it was something from the past, but, well, I was young before I got put in stasis. It must have been a mistake of childhood. But so long as I do what I'm told, I'm not mistreated, like I was by my sister. And sleeping with him feels good. I really hope I don't get pregnant soon. I don't want that to stop. Doing that is really the only thing that makes me actually happy these days. Well, that and Jaewa's talks with me. She's nice. She keeps me company when I stay up to wait for his return. She fetches servants to take me to bed on those days I'm too feverish to sit for too long. And she just talks to me as if I'm a friend. I don't... Excuse me. I don't really understand why, but I guess she really doesn't hate me after all. Do let me tell you, she said one evening while she brushed my hair. I always wanted a little sister growing up. That's how I think of you. Does that make sense? I shrugged. It was nice of her, and it felt so relaxing to let her touch my hair like that. She wasn't waiting for a response anyway. By now she knows better. She just keeps talking kindly to me.
Fuck.
The more she lives in my house, the more I am confused by the mystery that is the Pale Bride. No wonder my husband has been favoring the Kim family lately. My daughter seems to be the perfect woman. She's not simply a pale beauty. She's always too shy to speak at all, let alone argue. Seems to hang off his every word, and it turns out is actually so completely humble in her education that she cannot even read. Or rather, she cannot read normal characters. I observed her writing to herself, in perhaps what may be a diary. When I asked what it was, she wouldn't say, but was quick to hide it. I could not recognize a single character on her screen, however. They seemed simplified compared to regular writing. Perhaps she was inventing a writing system just for herself. It is very strange. Did you ever receive those letters I sent to your house before you arrived? I asked her, curious. Seemingly she had. Did you read them? Her response was worried, as if she was scared that I would be angry to find out that she hadn't. I was not, of course. I'm sorry. I had assumed that you are able to read. That was when I found out that she wasn't. I offered to read them to her, to which she seemed quite enthusiastic. I think I am likely to leave out some parts, however. I had enough difficulty bringing myself to write the more embarrassing parts of the family history. Bringing myself to talk about them, even if I know she would never say anything, is just far too much. Like all things with her, I cannot tell whether her enthusiasm is sincere or an effort to make me happy. This troubles me.
Of course I wasn't illiterate. I could read just fine. Just not their stupid Chinese-based characters. I mean, I can understand them now. Everything except for my diary entries is translated from them. It's such a dumb way of writing, though. It makes everything come out so stilted compared to proper Korean. Well, anyway, you're showing me that because you're interested in her admonitions, right? We already have those, but... Oh, then I'm not really sure I understand what you're looking for, I'm afraid. Yeah, it's fine, you know, just, yeah. We already have them, it's fine. So... Sorry if I'm doing a lot of talking, by the way. I'm enjoying acting as her, though.
No, it's fine. Honestly, I'm just extremely intrigued by this point.
Yeah, we're about to get to some real shit here, so here we go. Dear Diary, I've been thinking a lot about how close my death must be now. Lately, I've been getting more prone to fainting spells. It probably goes right along with my diminishing appetite. If the doctor from the past was right, I've still got over a year left to live, maybe more. He said it wasn't very likely to get bad enough to kill me until I was at least 18. Although maybe all those years in stasis might have changed that, I don't know. But if he was right and I haven't lost track of time, I'm 16 and a half right now, so there's still a while. I've been trying to hide the signs of sickness. Even if I could explain, I know full well that nobody would believe me. So far, hiding it has been mostly working, although I did have one of my fainting spells while my husband was on top of me. He wasn't angry at me, though. I don't think he cared. I know all I write about these days is sex with my husband and conversations with his wife. The Kim family would be proud, I guess, but those two things are all that's really worthwhile in my life. I have other responsibilities, of course, they're just not that interesting, and that's about it. Anyway, the Queen has continued to be nice to me. She finally figured it out. We were having tea together one afternoon. She was talking about nothing in particular, and she asked me some question that I just shrugged to. I hope you do not take this the wrong way, she then said, but there's something I'd like to ask you. I nodded. I don't think I've ever heard your voice before. I nodded again. Why don't you ever speak to me? Are you just saving that for the Emperor? I didn't know how to respond. She was so close to getting it, to bringing up the subject I wasn't able to. Yet that wasn't the right question. So I shook my head and hoped that her next question would be, and it was. Then, Hyunei, she said uncertainly, are you mute? I felt like screaming yes at the top of my lungs. I was so happy that she'd finally figured it out. I smiled and was about to nod enthusiastically, but suddenly I stopped. What if she thought less of me if I said yes? If she knew that the reason I was so quiet and demure wasn't because of any sort of discipline? Those were the things people liked about me. Would she stop liking me if she knew? What if she told my husband? I was so terrified. I couldn't think of any correct answer. If I said no, I'm sure she would have asked to hear what my voice sounded like, and I'd be forced to disobey. And if I nodded, then she'd know I wasn't really just trying hard to be a good wife. And I'm sure she would talk to my husband about it, so he'd know too. But while I stared at her in terror, thinking of how to respond, she sighed and sipped her tea. Don't worry about it, she said. You do not have to answer, please. Do forget that I even asked.
Fucking Christ.
Ships tea, but that's none of my business.
Stays in lane.
You know, nobody ever noticed that until her.
Fuck me.
Are you kidding?
Nobody cared. Nobody ever thought any of it or cared enough about me to find out. But she did care. She actually paid attention. She was great. So, have you noticed an obvious inconsistency? Because she's talking in earlier Kim diary logs.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
My concern over the pale bride's condition has grown. Lately, she has seemed to grow even quieter, if such a thing is possible for a mute girl. Or perhaps she is mute is an assumption too far on my part. I tried asking her directly, but she seemed too scared to answer. That simply makes me more suspicious, and I should like to know why. I addressed my husband on the matter, telling him that I wished to speak to the woman of the Kim family house to see if... I just had a thought. What do you really look like? And there's a character called Mute. I don't know how far off base I am, but I wish to speak to the woman of the Kim family house to see if I could find out what is wrong. She shrugged me off, saying, "Don't. They're valuable subjects. The son is someone I have my eye on in particular. The politics of this situation are far too delicate for you to be meddling with." I cleared my throat. He might be both my husband and emperor, but I would not let that stop me from being bold. "My dear husband, I don't care," I said flatly. "I am worried about the girl, and I believe that talking to her mother might shed some light on The son is of no... Okay, sorry. So, adopted mother. Okay, the son is of no concern to me. I don't see why it matters. She's the perfect woman. Why are you jealous? He said, rolling his eyes at me. A gesture that he's only been able to use on me and his servants ever since becoming emperor. Nobody had the patience for it when he was a child, and I don't have it now either. Inho, dearest, do you believe that the well-being of your wife is a political matter? Or even an external matter? I asked. He didn't. So would you say it's a domestic matter? I asked. He reluctantly agreed. Then as a domestic matter, it is the responsibility of the woman of the house, is it not? Please tell me. You are, obviously, more well-read in the classics than I said, both of us knowing he wasn't. Fine, he said, but just because it is your responsibility does not mean I cannot overrule you. He left silent, the follow-up. I don't have to take this from you. You do know that my concerns are valid, though, I replied. If you value my opinion, you will let me speak to the Kim mother. There was a pause. Then he raised his hand in annoyance. Very well, do it. It's women's business. I don't want a part in it regardless. Then he just shook his head. Why must all our conversations be arguments? I smiled to him and left. He already knows the answer.
Sips tea. I never knew about that when we were alive. Like most things, I only found out after I took over the ship's computer. It just amazes me even more. Look at her. She's a woman who actually stood up to a man and won. She wasn't clumsy like I was. She knew how to work it from her position. Isn't that so amazing?
Do you want to ask her what she looks like, Savvy? Regarding your earlier thought.
I feel like she'll reveal that if need be. But we're about to get into some heavy shit here.
Uh-huh. Dear Diary, you always forget how terrible it is to cry yourself to sleep until it happens. It's just the ultimate feeling of helplessness. But what's new there, right? I just miss her. Even if she scared me, I miss her so damn much. Shewa was the only one who was sympathetic to me. Why did she have to die? Is that my fate? Anything that makes whatever short life I have left bearable must go? Fate just hates me, I've decided. I don't know what killed her. I overheard one of the servants saying that the doctor claimed it was too much worry, causing an excess of wood in the spleen, which he claimed to be common in oversensitive women. I was baffled by the absurdity at the time. I still am now. My only friend is dead, and her diagnosis is absolutely insane. What do you even say to something like that? Well, I guess it's not like I need to worry about knowing what to say. But in light of that, it doesn't surprise me that nobody ever believed I was sick. With medicine that stupid, why would they? All it does is reinforce how hopeless everything is. I just constantly wonder, why did my father or my own doctor think that people would be smarter in the future, that medicine would be better? My servant has been helping me get through all the funeral stuff. Well, I mean, she's been guiding me through the rites, practically doing them for me, really. I'm so weak and so stunned, I don't even know how I've been getting out of bed. I couldn't describe any of this ceremony. It's all a blur. There's been lots of black dress, I suppose. That's my only impression. And crying. Lots of crying. From me.
I feel like we should do message before we do the chat.
Okay. I don't really have anything to add to that. She didn't deserve to die. Jeez. Excess of wood. What is that even supposed to mean? Look, please, do you trust me? Please understand my position at the time. My world was so small, and I just lost my only friend. And then well, I'll give you my last 2 diary entries. They have the whole story. Just please don't judge me while you read them, please.
We're there. We have to we have to do this to the end.
I think we're stuck in now, yeah.
Yeah.
Dear Diary, this sounds so pathetic to say, I've tried rewriting this a million times just to make it sound less pathetic for me, and I simply cannot. There were two things that made life worthwhile. Two things that made this last year before I died be bearable. The first was Jawa's company, being the one person that was friendly to me. The second is sharing a bed with my husband. For the past few months, that's all I've been saving my energy for. That brief, precious half hour every few nights where I feel fulfilled, if only in the most literal sense. It's the most lovely feeling, and now I'll never feel it again. The two things making my last year of life worth living, gone forever. The past few nights, I've been trying to get the Emperor's attention in that way, pleading silently for his affections, with no luck. On the fourth, or was it the fifth day, he finally took me aside and said, painful annoyance in his voice, "Enough! Stop that, it is completely inappropriate. You're supposed to be in mourning. Show some damned chastity, or do you have no respect for my wife and your queen at all?" he snapped. When I looked confused, he just lectured me. When I cried, he sighed, held me tightly, then left the room. I haven't spoken to him since, but later that day, my servant came to my room with good news. I was to go visit my family for a couple months while the house is in mourning for Jawa. I couldn't argue, of course, even if I was able, so just like that, I was sent back to hell. I was dressed in the usual veil, so nobody would see my face, as I was escorted back to the Kim house in the middle of the night. Mother and father were there, briefly, to greet me, and in spite of how I felt about them, I put on my bravest smile and bowed, and nodded politely to their questions about how I was doing. Then, they had to go to bed and left, leaving me alone with sister. Young Suk was nowhere to be seen. "Hi," she said. "I never thought you'd end up visiting us again so soon." I shrugged. "Well, let's have some tea, it's just us still around," she said. I nodded. It seemed like a good enough idea. There was a pause. "Well, go make it," she snapped, removing any doubt that she might treat me with any sort of friendliness. Of course I made the tea. I don't disobey her anymore. "Thanks," she said. "So young Suk is out, attending to official business at the moment, but you should avoid him. He's still angry at you because father-in-law finds you more important to the family than his own son. Can you blame him?" I had no idea what she was talking about, and she just continued, "So you really shouldn't talk to him. Oh, I guess you can't really do that, can you? Aha, well, you know what I mean." Yes, I knew exactly what she meant. "I'm surprised you're back so soon, though, especially now that you don't have to share your husband. Does that mean you're the primary wife now?" I didn't know. "Does that make you queen? Oh, what great fortune you have. Father-in-law must be so proud of you." I stared at her, wishing nothing more than to be able to kill her through sheer force of rage. How could she possibly say something so awful? My only friend was dead, and here she was taunting me? What an awful thing to do. But I couldn't hate her to death, no matter how much I tried, so instead, I tried holding back angry tears to hide my weakness. I couldn't do that either. Just, please keep reading. Dear Diary, I was far too feverish to do any real cooking, so my servant was doing all the work for me that night when father came in. I think he was drunk, or maybe just tired, or stupid. "You know, child," he said to me, "you grew up to be a wonderful daughter." I was shocked to hear him say that, and waved my servant out of the kitchen. I never heard even the slightest indication of that before. For the briefest moment, it even made me happy to hear that. That surprised me, that I actually felt that way. As a kid, I never would have wanted his approval, so why now?
Hey, real quick.
Yeah?
Do you know this ending? Do you know this diary entry?
Yeah, think so.
It's not going where it seems like it's going, is it?
Oh, no.
No? Okay.
No, not that dark.
It's not, okay.
I won't lie, there's some dark revelations coming up, but it's nothing like that.
It's
no.
revelations, it's not...
I don't know. I totally remember that. No way. I don't think so at all, no.
Could you by any Could you do me a big favor?
Yeah, yep.
Bring up a
I'll
walkthrough, look it through. I do not want to have another
Yep.
bad time. I don't think I could fucking take it. This game is tearing me apart already.
Yeah, sorry, no. You're completely right. We should
Granted,
double check.
Granted, in this instance, it is nowhere. It's not. In this instance, it's like, okay, you know, it's the story. It's different from Octave if that's the case, but I don't want to have to put that on stream. I'm hoping there's like some transcript somewhere. I'm gonna try and find it as well.
Sorry.
It's cool. I just really don't want to...
Okay, give me a sec.
I hate story. I'm gonna just look up...
I think I found it.
I
think I found it, yeah.
I'm gonna try and find it.
I think I found it, but I'm scrolling. No, you're right. Thank you for having the presence of mind to ask.
I found some screenshots of it.
Okay.
Okay. It looks like
Alright,
it is just some
hold on.
revelations from what I can see. It does look like just some revelations when he's drunk.
He's not, I really don't think so, that
Yeah.
he does anything like that. If we get the slightest hint of that, we can skip past it or
Yeah,
close out or something.
I just
So give me
read
a sec.
page 3, 6, and 7, and it looks like he's just talking in a very earnest
Yeah,
way.
now, yeah, there is other dark shit that happens soon, but not that. No.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
Okay,
Again, thank you for being
I-
careful. Yes.
All right.
Yeah, Ego also agrees with me. I don't think that happens.
Okay.
No.
Go
Okay.
ahead.
Okay. Okay. He continued to make me wonder when he asked, "Do you remember what it was like, what you were like as a child?" I nodded, but I wasn't certain I did. "You were so temperamental. You argued all the time. You didn't want to get married when the time came. You just didn't ever know your place, you know?" That's right, I didn't. That was back when I thought there was a point to being defiant. Why was that, I wondered. That's the part that amazes me now. I tried to think of a reason why I might want to be defiant, why I valued independence, and at first, I couldn't even think of anything. I'd forgotten entirely. Don't tell young Suck, but it really scared me. You were always the family's best hope for prosperity, but that attitude of yours... I thought I'd never manage to disavow you of those crazy, uncivilized ideas of yours, he said, while I tried to think of what they were. There were times I thought it was a mistake to have hatched you, but you came through, you really did. I know it must have been painful, but I'm proud of you. Then he patted me on the head. You turned out to be a good girl. That's all I wanted to say. It was hard raising you to be a proper woman, but you've turned out to be perfect. Thank you, he said. I stared, speechless, and I tried to remember what crazy, uncivilized ideas was he talking about. Thinking back to those days, or back to before I was frozen, I tried to remember. I had dreams of what adulthood would be, but they were so unimaginably different from what the reality turned out to be that they seemed impossible. Completely impossible. Nothing more than childhood fantasies without a shred of realism to them. I tried to think of what they were, to imagine them. In those dreams, I was strong, independent. I wasn't just a wife in those dreams. I had a job, working as... Let me take a drink really quick. Thank you. Excuse me. Okay.
No problem.
Working as the ship's engineer, following in the footsteps of my father. My real father. I wasn't married in those dreams. I was happy to just go on dates with boys my age in the ship's plaza and fall in love before making any commitments. I dreamed of being free. The more I thought about it, the more I was certain that's what those dreams were about. That's what I'd wanted. But father, Kim Jong-soo rather, had made sure to disavow me of those notions. I learned to stop arguing, to stop trying to fight, to stop dreaming of those things. In other words, I learned how to be a proper woman. And he was proud of that. Proud of destroying my dreams. And now I would die under the house of that man, silenced, broken, hopeless, and unloved. I was overwhelmed by the strongest feeling I had ever felt in my life. The deepest bitterness, the most powerful resentment I could imagine. I looked at the knife near my hand and wondered, could I kill him? Before I died, could I at least have justice? I tried to lift the knife. My hand twitched and it was too hard to keep a grip. I was just too weak. I'd never be able to do it. He smiled at me and said, "Sorry, please, go ahead and keep cooking. I won't distract you more." Then, just as he was about to go out the door, he added, "Take care of yourself." At that moment, I vowed that I would. I wouldn't worry anymore about all those people who had hurt me. I'd take care of myself. I couldn't stab him to death. I was too weak for that. But then I remembered there were other ways. If I disable life support, I can kill him, and all the others too. It'll be quick, it'll be easy, and not a one of them don't deserve it. All I need is to disable it as the admin password. It's perfect. Well, so there you are then. Now you know, it's true. I did do what she said I did. I'm not going to lie. I really wish you never met her. I wish she never said anything to you. I just thought it was so nice the way things were with us before. Things started out so well. I got to be cheery for the first time in my life since I was a child. Talking about actual romantic things together. Having fun with cosplay. And just, having someone there to talk to. Someone who wasn't interested in shutting me up. But now, well, please, you've read my diary. You have to know it's not... You have to understand, right? Even if you think what I did was wrong. Look, I've never really been dishonest with you. Fine, I lied about being an AI, but I told you the truth. I could have deceived you, but didn't. Please, you still trust me, right? I'd never really lied to you, not seriously. You don't have to think what I did was acceptable, but please, tell me you trust me.
When people are put in situations like that, you can't expect them to act reasonably. Not to say that they can't be held accountable.
You do? Really? Oh my word. I mean, of course, I'm so sorry. I should have had faith in you. I really should have. I'm really bad at this. But thank you so much. I can't believe I even doubted you for a second. Look, that means a lot to me. It means so much. I mean, I'm sure what I did wasn't right. I know. I'm sure you don't think it was. I just want you to understand, alright? For someone as good to me as you've been, I want you to at least please understand. You don't have to forgive me, just hear me out. Thank you so much. You're a really good person, much better than me. Thank you. Then, very well. It's probably just better if I show you. There's a data block that contains all the logs that matter, but my family encrypted it because, well, it should be obvious why after you read it. You just need to drop to the terminal and type decrypt block 7. Let me know once you've done that and I'll show you.
Alright, sorry to keep you talking, but...
It's okay.
Right.
Just same thing again.
Yeah.
But no, I'm loving this. I really like being able to voice her. And I'm glad that you guys seem to be invested.
I am.
Okay, then let's find out the truth then. And again, this is dark, but not in that way, at
Okay.
least. So
That's the main
everybody, this is some bad shit we're about to get into. Everyone in chat, just so you know, Ego, and it isn't sexual in nature, but it is absolutely horrific. So please, just so you know, right now. You guys good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm just... Oh, man.
Okay. You good, Chibi?
Mm.
Okay. Very well. These are really hard for me to read. I haven't seen mine since I wrote them, and I haven't seen my family's, well, ever. Well, I think I found here. I've added some. Just please read them. If you want to know the whole story, those entries will explain. Okay.
I'm gonna read these.
Okay. Yeah. This isn't her anyway, so.
It seems that in the year I spent visiting my parents, everything has gone to hell in my husband's family without his knowing. Clearly, I never should have left. He has an idea, but he doesn't understand just how bad things have gotten. When I left, it all seemed under control. The pale bride would be on the right age to be married to the emperor soon enough, and we would be able to use the connection to bring favor to the family. A good plan, except it turns out the pale bride is not even close to ready for marriage. Age has nothing to do with it. It's the maturity that she lacks. When she first
Of course, age has nothing to... Alright.
Right before I left, she seemed a little confused. But that was hardly unexpected. She had a whole new family to get accustomed to, and it seemed obvious enough that anyone born so far in the past would have some difficulty adjusting to modern life. But this is far beyond that. There is something wrong with that child. When I got back, the first thing Young Suk's wife did was tell me all about how sorry she was for not being able to control the child. I rolled my eyes, as if a grown woman couldn't handle someone of her age. How are you going to raise my grandson like that, I asked. She was quiet and let me see the pale bride for myself. The first time I saw Young Suk try to get her to do something as simple as sort out his laundry, she wasn't just disobedient, she was openly defiant. When I stepped in to admonish her, it had absolutely no effect. All she did was argue back to me. I tried every approach I could think of, appealing to filiality, explaining how important a virtue obedience was, even trying to appeal to sentimentality, everything. She just kept saying the same thing, that it wasn't fair to make her do it. Here's the obvious concern, and it's what I said to her. Are you going to tell your husband he's not being fair when he wants something from you? I thought that would put some sense into her, but no, she just answered yes. There's no way this unruly child could possibly be marriageable. Not like this. She'd be sent back within a day, and with good reason. What man could possibly want a nightmare like this in his life?
Mother, huh? I really don't know what to say about her, even now. This is the first time I've read what she wrote, and it's just... Well, there's more. Here, read them for yourself.
I think I suspect what they did to her, but...
Yeah.
We'll just keep reading.
Dear Diary, the good news is, health-wise, I seem to be doing much better this month. I'm sure this isn't a permanent thing. It's happened before. I can't really remember how the doctor from the past explained it anymore, but he said it was pretty normal and not something to get my hopes up about. Still, some days this month, I actually had enough energy to want to move around. Not that I could move around, of course. I can't leave the house. A good girl shouldn't, is what everyone keeps saying. But I have the energy to, at least. And that's something. The big news is that the woman who's supposed to be my adopted mother came back. I didn't really see her much before she left. I might as well have been meeting a new person. I wish I could say I had high hopes for her, that I had thought that maybe she'd be fine. That'd be a lie, though. I knew she'd be as bad as the rest the moment I saw her. And she was. Of course she was. She's even worse than sister-in-law. She gives these awful lectures. I can't even describe them. They're that horrible. She's that horrible.
If you're so worried, why don't you just explain everything to her simply and rationally, Jung-soo asked me. My response was obvious. She's a woman, we're not particularly rational, he said. You know what I mean. I could hardly do it, but coming from a woman, perhaps she will understand that it's all for her own good. Maybe, I said, doubting it. but I tried anyway. She took her time arriving after I summoned her to my room. Can we speak? I asked her, trying to keep my voice calm. She glared, then snapped, fine. I asked her to sit down, but she refused. Look, I said, trying to speak to her as an equal. I still didn't think my husband was right, but it was worth trying. I've been told you'd rather be called Hyun A. Is that right? She said yes, bitterly, not giving me much to go off. That's a very pretty name, I said. Thanks, she said, but her voice was still unfriendly. My parents gave it to me. I said, you must miss them very much. She nodded. I don't understand, Hyun A. Were you so difficult with them too? No, she said. They were nice. They actually cared about me. And nothing like you people. I sighed. I care about you, Hyun A. You're a part of the family. You're a Kim. Your parents are our ancestors, and I know you'd think it's very important that we raise you right. If you want to be a bad, unfilial daughter and treat us without any respect, well, you wouldn't be the first. Do you really think an old woman like me cares that much about your opinion of me? I thought maybe I'd try appealing to her selfishness. Her marriage is important to the family, but clearly she doesn't care about filiality. It's you I'm worried about. Do you think any husband is really going to put up with the way you are even for a second? She kept glaring at me. That's all you keep talking about. Marriage, marriage, marriage. I'm 14. I'm 14 years old. What's wrong with you? Why does everything have to be about some man? Why do I have to marry somebody that you picked? She screamed at me. I remained calm. You're going to be a royal concubine, Hyun A. We're not dumping you off on just anyone. There's no better man. I don't know if you were already engaged in the past, but your parents would do the same if they could. It's what's best for you. They would want this. No, they wouldn't, she shrieked. They wanted me to grow up. They wanted me to be an independent woman. That's what Mum and Dad thought was important. I don't want to be a concubine. I don't care about marriage. An independent woman? They wanted you to be a girl? I asked. My patience run as thin as anyone's would be. I didn't believe for a second my husband's ancestors were the monsters she was making them out to be. I was sick of this. Get out, I snapped at her. Just get out.
Are you just showing me these because you want to see more from her? Oh, yeah, I didn't think so. I don't know what to say. She was cruel. So cruel. Now that I've read her perspective, it doesn't change anything. Fine, she actually believed what she was saying. That doesn't make all of it right. I hate her. I don't care if she's long dead. I don't care if I was the one who did it. I still hate her. I 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 hate her. Oh jeez, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to work myself up like that. It's just, you don't pity her, do you?
I mean, I think I pity everyone on this ship to some degree.
It's you. What? Don't pity her. Pity me. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe she was like me once. Maybe she wasn't always terrible. Maybe she did just get worn down like I did. But if that excuses what she did to me, well, I don't think it does. I think she had a choice. But if it does, then surely what I did was just as forgivable. If you can forgive her for what she did to me, then you have to forgive me for what I did to them. At least the people I wanted to hurt weren't innocent. At least there's that. Her excuse? What did I ever do to deserve such cruelty, even if she did believe everything she said? I can't forgive her. I can't pity her. I still hate her.
This is so fucking intense.
Anxious, you might say.
Yeah. Dearest mother, my mother-in-law has relieved me of any responsibility for looking after the pale bride. As a matter of pride, I feel bad that a simple child is too much for me to handle, but I'm certainly glad she's not my problem anymore. Now I can put my undivided attention back where it belongs, onto my husband and his ambitions. Tell me though, mother, because I know we didn't always get along that well. I was never that bad, was I? Surely we were both happy when I moved out. Or perhaps I wasn't happy right away. I was more scared, but I'm sure you were relieved to have some space. But you would have never given up on me, right? I was never that bad, was I? Deep down I worry. My husband seems content to take his time to have children, and which is a decision I can certainly live with. But what about when we do? What if we have a daughter? Will I fail her too? I've been telling myself that it's not me, it's her. She's a particularly unruly child, and it's not ordinarily that bad. It's not right. It's not right. Please tell me I have nothing to worry about, please.
You know, I never did like her. When I woke up, she was just this awful person who kept saying the most awful things. Never as bad as Mother, but still. I didn't read any of her letters when I was alive, of course, but you know what really surprised me? She made such an awful impression on my life, I hated her the most for so long. And she barely even ever mentioned me. All my suffering, it was just a minor distraction to her. Nothing more. Insignificant compared to her man. There's one more from her that you should read. I don't know how to feel about it. I don't know how to feel about her. There's just one thing that I keep thinking, though. Just one thing. I have no idea what her name was.
Oh. Jesus, the writing in this game. I don't like drastic measures followed by peace at last. Hold on, I just got a text from my sister I need to answer.
Savvy text, help me please, someone come get me.
Okay. Drastic measures. The pale bride picked the worst of all possible days to throw another one of her childish fits, refusing to even get dressed for her interview, and this one was with the Emperor himself. Not even my husband was able to get her to listen. He had to personally apologize himself for not being able to bring her as scheduled and lied about a sudden illness. You have to do something about her, I said to my husband that evening. She's completely out of control. I know, he said. That is quite clear. He looked so worried. I hugged him and tried to comfort him. Everything would fall apart if something couldn't be done. She'd threatened to say something stupid and dangerous to the Emperor, and we were both scared that she might. Maybe it's time to consider doing something drastic, I said to him. He nodded. I know, he said. I can only think of one idea. I do not like it. I would rather not. Even hitting her was far worse than I would have wanted. He explained his idea to me and I agreed that it was terrible, and I didn't like it either, but it would stop her from arguing, stop her from ruining her own life. My husband was, as always, right. There was only one way.
There was one big fight I had with her. The one that changed everything. The one I finally lost. My diary makes it sound really dramatic. I know, I was young at the time, but it really was. Just read it. It's exactly how it went.
I don't really have any doubt that it's that dramatic, because it sounds like an actual... My last stand.
Dear diary, this shit's real fucked, huh?
Yeah.
Everything managed to spiral out of control so quickly today. I wasn't planning on it happening this way, but here's the point where I make my stand, I guess. It sounds dramatic, but I won't just let them marry me off to some stranger. I won't let them. Just before dinner yesterday, Mother told me that I had to go do an interview with some man. The Emperor, I guess, for all I care. The way she put it was, I'd get a chance to see if he's the man you could fall in love with, or something stupid like that. As if, I said in response. And I spent the rest of the evening thinking about what I could possibly do to make it clear I wouldn't let them do this. This morning, after breakfast, sister-in-law showed up in my room. Good morning, she said. Today's a big day for you, isn't it? Mother-in-law wanted me to help you get dressed and all made up. You'll want to make a good first impression, after all. I glared at her and summoned up all my courage. No, I said. What? She asked. No, I'm not going. She left and Mother herself came in. This was it, I told myself. This was the big moment. I'm not going, I said, before she could say anything. I'm not going to get dressed up. I'm not going to meet him. And I'm definitely not going to get married, I shouted. For a moment she said nothing and didn't move. Then she left too, without saying a word. I thought that would feel good, but it didn't. It just made me worry more. I couldn't have possibly won that easily, I thought. And I hadn't, of course. After a few minutes, she returned with Father, who looked incredibly angry. Minjong says you're refusing to get ready for your interview, he said. Yeah, I stammered, not used to talking to him. I won't go, and I won't get married. He walked over in just 2 strides, then glared at me for a second. I had no idea what he was going to do. Then he slapped me in the face so hard that it knocked me over. Yes, you will, he said. I'll drag you there kicking and screaming if I have to. My face in so much pain, I forced myself to sit back up. I won't, I said, bracing myself for if he hit me again. He did. Yes, you will, he said. I couldn't keep this up. It already hurt so much, I couldn't just brave that out. Then it came to me. If you make me do the interview, I said, I'll tell the Emperor that you've been conspiring behind his back. It was all I could think of, and all I could do was cross my fingers and hope that the threat worked. It had to. He glared at me, and in that moment, I knew. It worked. The 2 of them looked at each other, and then they both left together. That was 3 hours ago. I don't know what's going to happen now, and I think my face is swollen. It still hurts, and I didn't want it to go that way. So that's me, making my stand.
Hey, quick, status check. How is things? Do we need to take a break? Does anybody need to step away?
I'm good. I mean, I've seen this all before. I know what's about to happen. It's probably about what you would expect.
Chibi?
I'm good.
Cool.
Okay.
Let us know if this gets too much.
I'll get to that, but for now, please just look at everything else first.
And I think... Is this gonna be the one?
She wants you to read these first, and then, yeah.
Recently, the pale bride's temperament has improved immensely. It isn't simply that she's now quiet, it's that she's actually respectful and calmer. After rescheduling, she had an interview with the Emperor, and he was actually quite charmed with her. I'm just so happy, for her own sake, that she's finally stopped resisting the marriage. It all comes together now. A date has been set for when she'll be sent to live with him, and in the meanwhile, things at home have been peaceful again for everyone. Actually, it's better than just that. I've been spending more time with her, of her own free will. I've been giving her advice for coping with marriage, and now the girl actually listens politely. Otherwise, there is little else to write about. I wish there had been a better way to get her to behave, but in the end, it seems to be working out. I still can't imagine how awful it would have been if she'd refused to ever leave the home and simply made life hell for us, or worse, if she'd gotten sent off and tried to pull any of that on her husband. She'd get sent back for sure. Maybe now things will finally start to come together for the family. I must admit, for a time I doubted the optimism that Jung-soo expressed in the 319th year, but now it seems that he was right all along. What a relief.
Of her own free will. I can't believe she actually said that. It's wrong. It's completely wrong. I can't believe she could have possibly thought that. Just unbelievable.
This game knows how to build tension. Dearest Mother, today the pale bride finally left home to live with her new husband. As she isn't a primary wife, there was no fanfare or ceremony for her departure itself, but instead last night we had a big feast to commemorate. I know I have said bad things about her before, but it's not just that I was happy to see her gone. She's been better since mother and father-in-law managed to keep quiet. The thought of it still leaves me really uncomfortable. She was always just a confused child. I hate the fact that the family considers her so important and neglects my husband. And I certainly hate her for not appreciating that status and fighting it. But the fact that she doesn't understand the world, I can feel for that. It's not like I always understand myself. Regardless, it went very well. The big feast was my idea, and she was happy to help with the cooking. Earlier, she had spent the afternoon getting ready the dress she was going to wear when she arrived, with mother-in-law, and she seemed rather anxious about it. While we cooked, I opened the wine early and poured it for her. I think she needed it. I told her the same story I told her the same story I told you a while ago about how scared I was when I first moved in. It seems as though it was a lifetime ago, and yet despite all the strangeness, I've grown so accustomed to it. You'll eventually grow to love him, I promised her, just as you promised me all those years ago. Appreciate how good you'll have it.
You've read almost everything now. I know you've had faith in me, and I promise it hasn't been misplaced. There's just one more thing. I don't think you'll be surprised. You seem smart. I'm sure you've already guessed what it is. Still, go ahead. Ask it. Ask me the obvious question. I don't think this is what she means.
I don't think that
I think
is
she
what
wants you to
means.
just click speak again. I think.
Maybe.
That would be interesting, but I think just speak again. Go ahead, ask it. Okay, she wants you to show her something in the documents. Maybe the one where the queen asks her if she's mute, maybe? I don't know.
Maybe.
I don't actually remember.
It's either one of the questions in Mute's questions, or it is the mute one.
I don't think so.
I'm gonna quickly, because I
don't know. I think she just wants you to show her some document, but I'm not sure.
Let's check the questions real quick. What do you really look like? Feels like one. How old are you? How do you feel about Mute? Why yourself? Did you ever have any friends? Why did you kill all those people? It's either why did you kill all those people, or it's the Mute. I kind of want to check, but at the same time, I feel like we should go off this naturally. I'm going to go with this. This is what my heart's telling me.
Iris.
Oh, sorry. Why did I kill them? Here, you want to know what could make me look at my father's face and be filled with so much hatred? You want to know how I could possibly think my whole family deserved to die? If you haven't already guessed, here's my last diary entry. I can't say it myself. I can't bring myself to, even now. Please, just read it. Okay. I'm sure you just needed to show her something, but yeah, alright, here we go.
Yeah.
Okay, just let me know if you want me to stop at any point, you guys.
Yeah.
Dear Diary, the evening where everything went wrong, where I thought I was going to win with my adopted parents, well, I didn't. I lost. Making my stand, I wrote, just hours before it happened. Yeah, right. When I got called into the kitchen, they were both there. On one of the stove burners, there was a knife. I thought it was a little bit odd, but didn't care. Father stared at me and said, "The fighting needs to end now." He was so sure of himself. Of course he was. He had every reason to be. But I stubbornly stood my ground. I said no. "I do not want to hurt you," he lied. "Just promise to be less argumentative and this can end peacefully." But I just had to fight back. I just had to say no. I just had to remind him, I wasn't joking. I really will tell the Emperor that you hurt me and that you plotted against him. "No," he said, "you won't." He motioned at Mother and said, "Bring her over." She grabbed me and I tried to dig my feet in, but it didn't work. Then Father pinned me against the wall with his whole body, and I kicked and screamed, desperately trying to get free, but it was no use. He was big, and I was small and sick and weak and frail. Then he grabbed the knife from the stove and I shrieked in horror. "No!" I screamed at him. "Don't!" But then Mother grabbed my mouth and held it open. I tried to keep screaming, but I was powerless and terrified. When he raised the knife towards me, I thought he was going to kill me. It was worse. The next thing I knew, I could taste disgusting flesh as he stuck his fingers in my mouth and pulled. "I'm sorry," Mother said. Then briefly I could taste the steel. Then nothing but blood. All I could taste was so much blood. Nothing but blood. Finally, they both let go of me, and I collapsed onto the floor. Why, I wanted to say, but couldn't. I blacked out from the pain after that. But just before I did, I could swear I heard Father say, "You will not ever argue with any man again." He was right, of course. That's why. That's why I gave up. That's why I wanted to kill them so much. That's... Sorry, it's really hard to talk about. It's just... I'll try. I'm sorry. I told you it'd make sense, right? That there was a good reason. Please, tell me you don't think I've let you down. I haven't? You mean you understand, then?
I do understand. Understanding isn't the same as absolution.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. That really means so much to me. I'm so glad. I don't know what I'd do if you didn't think, well, thank you. Thank you so much. I was terrified, so terrified that I thought you might not. I'm so glad. Thank you. Thank you so much. Right. I have strong feelings about, it's not like I really think I consider you to be jeez. I'm in love with you! I finally said it. This is so embarrassing. I know I'm being really silly, right? I mean, jeez, I'm sure I know what you're thinking, right? You think that's ridiculous.
Being in love isn't ridiculous.
You don't? Oh, that's why. That's why I'm in love. Because you manage to happily surprise me every time. I never thought I would find someone who understands me. Someone who listens, who would hear my whole life story, and doesn't hate me. You really have been wonderful. I know. It's a lot to spring on someone just like that. And I don't even know if you're even a man or the sort of woman who wouldn't have a problem with that and still unmarried. But if you are, do you think we might have a chance together? Even just a chance? Bueno.
I just legit don't know. The only reason she loves me in the first place is because I'm the first damn person that she's talked to in her entire life, basically. Who has been from her time period. Who has been any kind of decent human being.
It just be like that sometimes.
Chat, please feel free to put in what you think in here, because I'm honestly quite torn right now. And,
well, I know COD said...
Yeah,
what?
Yeah, COD said there's no love there.
I mean, to be honest, I'm not surprised that she's acting like this. Not at all.
Yeah, I mean, I'm really not either, but at the same time, you know,
Yeah,
again,
no,
I don't
no.
perfectly remember this. I don't think the game's gonna do anything like, you know, then leave me here. You know, I'm pretty sure that there's an ending where you save her, but you just aren't together. You know, I'm pretty sure anyway. So it's up to you. I know some of the other endings.
I
I think there's like 6. I don't remember.
even if I've had times, like I talked about this to some, strangely, I actually encountered a situation which has a basis which is similar, in a game as well, as in, I mentioned this on the Stardew Valley playthrough, but it seems silly, but I feel like this is why I get so serious with games. I feel that they're important, but
yeah, it's artistic expression, and especially with a game like this,
Yeah, and with Stardew Valley, I initially was very keen on the idea of getting with Penny, and I realized after a while that the reason that I wanted to marry Penny in that game was because I pitied her, because her life was shit, because she was living in a caravan with her drunk mother, and to some degree, like, I think we can all feel quite bad for somebody who's in a situation like that, because I think a lot of us maybe have been in comparable situations where you feel trapped. And then after a while, I decided, no, I'm not going to marry somebody out of the fact that I pity them. I'm not going to absolve somebody's troubles simply because I can. Because it's not the way to solve people's problems. That's something which has been a very big lesson in my life, has been learning not to believe that by some virtue of being above another that you can pull them out of their own ditches. There are times for that. And in this, I don't care if I'm getting really serious right now. There's
It's
no
not
chance.
wrong.
No.
There's no chance.
Please do what you feel is right. Please. At the end of the day, like, we're with you, sharing this experience with you, but it's your choice. Again, I don't think the game is... I'm almost positive the game isn't that shitty.
Yeah.
So you can... I'm sure she can take it.
There is no chance because you're not somebody you're just not somebody I would feel that way about.
Well, it was a long shot, I know. I'm not mad at you or anything. I had to say it. If you can understand everything I've told you, I'm sure you can understand that I've been holding that in for a while. It's just... jeez. Anyway, it's fine. Forget about... Anyway, there was something else I still want to ask you. It doesn't have to be as your wife or anything. I understand you don't want that. But will you please take me with you? Just as a, what's the word? I can't think of it. What's the word for a good friend except female? I'm drawing a blank here.
Good.
Well, I mean, there's probably some Korean word, but anyway. Well, whatever it is, I just mean like that. Can you just take me with you as a passenger? Please?
Absolutely. Yes. Absolutely.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I hope I don't sound ungrateful. Even if you don't feel the same way about me. It's still the best thing anyone's ever done for me. So... Very well. I'll decompile myself now. That way you can just drop to terminal and type download to copy everything to your ship, including myself. It should only take a few days to do a complete transfer. I'll see you soon, alright? And really, thank you. Leaves. What if you hit no? Oh my god. What if we actually just sit here? This is a long stream, guys. Hope you like.
I think it's worth it.
There she is.
Yeah.
dare she be?
On your ship.
I like to think she's like the ship's AI now, like she just hangs out.
Hey, so this is why I play games. And this is why visual novels are so important to me.
I'm so happy that you invited me along to experience this with you guys, because it has been, as strange as it might sound to say, it has been a pleasure to experience it with you guys and to talk about it with you guys, because this is a game that was very formative for me as I was growing up. Even if it, took me a long time to get there, I feel a lot more like myself, and this game has a little bit to do with that. So it was really special to me. Thank you.
No, I'm absolutely glad to. It's actually kind of brought up something which I have been entertaining the notion of. Arson's actually messaged me a while back about playing a game that meant a lot to him as well, and
Completely.
And we've also gone through the idea of playing through Katawa Shoujo as well, which is a game that means a lot to me, and I would like to do that. If there's one thing, there is a lot of good videos on the internet about it, and there is, I've seen some really fantastic videos where people just walk through why video games have been so important to them in their lives, and if anything, I'd love to just keep that up as a general theme on the channel, is just inviting friends, and it doesn't even have to be anything that's massively life-changing, but it just something which meant something to us. Christine Love wrote this excellently, and more than anything, I want to absolutely I want to specifically thank Christine Love for handling this subject matter in a way which was just absolutely exactly how it needed to be handled. This game doesn't shy away from anything. It doesn't shy away from talking and being explicit, just explicit enough about these things in order to make a point and make you feel something about them. There's not a lot of people who can really obtain that balance just perfectly, and I feel like we did here. And the use of words which made us uncomfortable, the use of words, whore and all of those other things, it was done for a reason. And this is exactly, God, it's so strange how much of a polar opposite this game is to Octave Higher. Octave Higher was so flashy and has so much supposedly going for it on the surface, and yet when it comes down to it, the writing just isn't. It's just not. And yet here we are, and this game, I cannot express how grateful I am for this game to exist. And I'm not fucking exaggerating. This is the kind of games that I want to see people writing. It doesn't have to be all of them. Fuck, shit, there's obviously different categories. There's stuff like Enter the Gungeon. There's stuff like, role-playing games. Fucking Rome, Banished, Hotline Miami, anything you can fucking think of. All of the stuff which is fun, which explores entertainment, is all fantastic. But stuff like this, the stuff which is what people are made of. This is why I'm so glad that these things exist.
Yeah, before I say something, Chibi, did you have any reaction to it you wanted to say?
No, please, go ahead.
I was just going to ask, if you want me to tell you about a certain ending which isn't canon, but is technically an ending that was included. Like, I don't think you plan on doing a bunch of endings of this game.
This is the only run through.
Yeah. So do you care if I tell you?
By all means, tell me.
Yeah, so there is actually, I think the main endings, and there are little nuances depending on how you talk to each of them too, but I think basically the primary ones are, you take Hyun-A and you're married, you take Hyun-A and you're just friends like now, you can take Mute with you, and there is one way you can save both of them, actually. And this is interesting purely just from the academic perspective of like exploring Mute's character a bit more. Because, you know, Mute is so condemning of her, right? Like, just so condemning of her. The one thing you can do, because here's the thing, right? There's no way in the game to gain access to that final diary entry where, you know, they do the despicable thing. There's no way to do that before the reactor happens and you have to make your choice, right?
Yeah.
You can't get to it. However, if you notice, all of the documents have an ID number on them.
Right.
And you can actually search. There's the search bar, which is normally useless, but you can search by ID. So if you play this a second time, or you look at a walkthrough and you metagame your way into knowing the ID of that document, you can type that in and you can show it to Mute, which is normally impossible unless you cheat, essentially. So it's not a canon thing you can do.
Yeah.
But you can save both of them if you show that to Mute, because if you show that to Mute, she's like, all right, I can't excuse what she did, but I at least get it now. Like, I at least will say she's not a complete monster, right?
Yeah.
Like, so Mute will at least forgive her enough that she then talks to Hyune about it, and they both reconcile enough that they're like, well, you can download both of us, I guess. And interestingly, like, there is a sequel for this game, and it goes off of whatever ending you got in this game. You can actually, they actually let you do the non-canon route in the sequel, and it's funny because they're like, just because our route isn't canon doesn't mean our emotions aren't real. It's really funny. But
oh, wow.
The sequel I don't think is as good as this one, honestly. It's still fun. It's still good, but I think that this one, like, I just don't think it was needed. Like, this one tells a very good, complete thing.
I was about to say, that sounds a lot like the fucking Matrix sequels. The Matrix didn't fucking need sequels. Nor does this game, in my opinion.
Yeah, so essentially, you know, all of this to say, like, it's an interesting thing to me, like, with Mute, too, just to, like, okay, she can at least acknowledge, like, yeah, that's fucked up. Like, even if she does not agree with what she did. Which I guess that is a moral debate for another less lengthy stream. But yeah.
Chibi, would you like to spare any thoughts, or?
Yeah, sorry, I'm a bit tired.
It's cool, don't worry about it. I totally understand. I guess I think I might just want to say like one or two extra things before we kind of wrap up, I guess.
Okay.
First of all, I'm just going to check if there's anything after this. Nope. There is more credits. Isaac Shankler, very good soundtrack. Editing, Shaduchi. Very few people. Incoming message. Good work on recovering the Magungwa files. I just spoke to the sponsor's representative on audio. He sounds really pleased with what you delivered. I've credited your account with a standard payment. Listen, I've got another job. Blah, blah, blah. I did not catch that. I'm going to look on stream real quick. You could use a change of pace is basically what it's saying.
Yeah, it's on Earth, basically.
Okay.
Which the connotation of that is different if you do decide to like go out with her because she's always wanted to go to Earth.
I see.
I think actually, if you go the like you're dating her route in the sequel, there's actually a thing where like, you download her into an android body, so you can like
that was ending 1.
Physically. It is ending 1, yes.
We got 3.
So many fucking achievements. Holy shit. They're not showing up on stream, but we just got like fucking 12 achievements.
It was 5 actually, but
okay.
Go on.
That's fine. But yeah. I guess... okay, well, I guess final ratings to some degree, yeah?
Oh, just super quick, Ego linked the picture of the main game with like, here's what she looks like. That is pretty much what she looks like. I'm pretty sure if you ask her, she's just like, pretty much like I do now, except a little more sickly and pale and wearing a handbag, basically.
Fair enough.
Like, that's what she says. So, yeah, the picture that's like the main
Cover art,
icon for the game is about it, yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on.
Yeah, I guess final ratings, and then I'll just say my final piece with this. First of all, I'd like to... I'm not asking necessarily for in-depth, but I just like to ask for a general, positive or negative reaction.
I mean, this is a good game, if that's what you're asking.
Yeah, I guess I just want to know, that, I guess.
This is a very serious story that, well, it takes the subjects that it addresses very seriously and handles it a lot better than another certain game does.
Yup.
And, yeah, I liked it.
And of
yeah,
course...
and I mean, it should be obvious, as I've said, this was a very formative game for me.
I can see why.
I think it talks about really, really important shit. I think that, as unpleasant as it is, and as ambiguous as it is in a lot of places, it is, to me, and I haven't played many visual novels, which I would like to change that, but I just think it's not even just in the visual novel genre, but just, definitely one of my favorite games, purely just because, it has such... it delivers the themes and the serious topics with this singular confidence in itself that, as long as they are portrayed like people and it is portrayed in a way that is honest and recognizable to us, even if it is a sci-fi game, people will understand what I'm talking about. And a game that is mostly reading letters from people that you basically hate, or at least just don't give a shit about because they're just random families that, are fictional and don't matter to you at all. With that premise in mind, this game just does such an excellent job of everything about it, the aesthetic, the writing, the portrayal of the characters, the AIs being, having their own points of view on it. It's just wonderful. And again, it's not something big or bombastic. It's not something that clearly had, just an absolute ton of stuff going into it. And I agree with what some people say with sometimes the binary question options being annoying.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's hey, I don't want to say either of these things, but I will defend that by saying just yeah, it is frustrating not being able to communicate properly. Literally, the first thing Hyune says when you talk to her is it must be frustrating not being able to say anything.
Yeah.
And that's
kind of a theme.
Is just the heart chord of the whole game. So
imagine being unable to communicate clearly with somebody, not because you can't do it, but because they literally cannot give you the options. They cannot give you the options that you want to say because they do not have... They don't have the interpretation. They don't have the... like you said, they don't have the cultural vocabulary to give you options which you actually want to say. That's incredible. I hadn't even thought of that.
Yeah, so even that little flaw there is fine, really, I think. So yeah,
no, that's thematic. I'll defend that to the day I die.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, as is obvious, I love this game. I'm so glad that you two have invited me to experience it with you. I'm so glad that everybody in chat has decided to watch and experience it with us. I know it's hard. I know it's unpleasant, but it is what could be if things go a certain way, and we don't want that to happen.
Yeah. I actually can't really think of any major criticisms I have. It's obviously a criticism could be oh, it's difficult subject matter, but it's the point. And that if we don't if we turn away from it, if we turn a blind eye, it's almost as bad. And you know, strangely, I'm actually extremely glad that we ended up playing An Octave Higher and Analogue A Hate Story alongside each other, because it's obviously, first of all, a perfect, it's a microcosm of how to do it and how not to do it. And more importantly, well, not more importantly, another point, I should say more accurately, I think that there's a tendency that if somebody avoids one instance of a difficult topic, that you can just immediately just be like, oh, they can't handle it. But it's almost, I'm very glad that we did both at the same time, because like, to look at the reaction that we had to An Octave Higher would make it seem as if this is something that we don't want to talk about. But we do. I absolutely do. I'm not going to put words in your guys' mouths, obviously, but I absolutely do want to talk about these things. I want to address these things. I want to think about these things, because, you know, I don't have all the answers, and I don't think about these things all the time, and you know what? It's difficult to confront these things sometimes. And I'm glad that we were given an opportunity to show that, like, it's not a matter of the thing that we're talking about. It's a matter of the way that we're having that dialogue, and the way that we are presenting it, and the way that we're experiencing it, and whether it's respectful and acknowledging of what's wrong with it, and not even what's wrong with it, but what's right in the context of that situation, you know, because it's not easy. We don't live easily. Things aren't as simple as hypothetically being able to say, no, it's wrong. The people who lived in those situations, the people who still live in situations like that, the people who are out there and are under these horrible circumstances, they act the way they do because there isn't any other choice, really. And it's, you know, fuck. I'm fully aware of the privileged position that I live in. And I'm fully aware that despite what gripes I have in my own life, that things could absolutely be worse. I don't kick myself over the fact that I have it better than other people, because after all, the only life I'm ever going to live is my own. So I try not to feel bad about the issues that I have. But that being said, reading and experiencing things about these issues that, you know, it's so important. I can't express how important it is to understand these things and to talk about them. And I really, I'm very thankful to this game. I'm extremely glad we picked this up. It's so strange to say I had a good time going through this game, because it was so difficult to go through this game. I guess a good time isn't the right way to say it. I guess it's more to say I feel very fulfilled having played this game. And I feel like I have come out of this game thinking with a new perspective. Not like my whole worldview has changed by any means, but I've certainly been given food for thought, and that's something which has to be respected. But yeah, I think it's a good time to wrap up now. I think we've said our piece. So. Mm-hmm. Straight into shilling, why not? First of all, hey everyone, thank you so much for being a part of this. Thank you so much for chatting and being there to talk about this, and thank you for having dialogue about what's going on in this game. Seeing people talk about this is reassuring, and seeing people here to experience what's happening is reassuring. So thank you for being here, thank you for supporting us, and thank you for making this something that we could go through together. If you haven't already, if you aren't part of our Discord, and of course if you want to talk more about the stuff that was in this, then please jump onto our Discord server. We have a lot of fantastic people there, and if the chat is any indication, we have just generally some really good people around. If you enjoy this, if you think that what we're doing here is important, if you think that what we're saying and discussing is important, then do consider supporting. We do more fun, less serious things on other days as well. I kind of made, I don't know, I guess I have that duality kind of set up on the channel now of just we fuck around and fucking joke about Garfield and shit on chill streams. We play and have fun with tabletop RPGs, and then we get really real on visual novels and stuff. So yeah, feel free to please consider supporting the channel. Also, you can find our social medias in the links below, as well as a donate link. And yeah, is there anything you guys would like to say before we go?
I mean, I think I've talked enough, but I will also just reiterate. Thank you all very much. Just thank you too.
Yeah.
And thank everybody who's watching.
Yes, and absolutely. Thank you both.
Be good to each other.
Thank you, Chibi. Thank you, Iris, for coming along on this. All right.
It was an honor.
And with that, we love you guys. Thank you for joining. We'll see you in the next stream. Say goodbye to stream.
Goodbye, stream.
Bye.